Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Adobe Live HQ. We are here in San Francisco. I am here with the wonderful Goldie Chan. So happy to be here with you today.
I am so happy to be here with you too, Izzy. I think we're going to have such a good time today.
It's my first time here, so I won't lie, I'm a little nervous, but you're just going to brought me to the, even though I'm hosting you. It's going to be great.
That's the fun part. I want to say I learned my lesson because I've actually been in the studio before. And if you can see on screen, guys, look at my hair. My hair is teal, in case you're wondering. You definitely can't see it. I'm just going to literally do this.
Your hair, it's branded with the Adobe
it is
animation.
Definitely branded with Adobe.
This is amazing.
It's struggling right now. But today I'm so excited because on February 10th will be Lunar New Year, Chinese New Year.
Absolutely.
So we're going to learn how to make a Lunar New Year post.
All right, shall we just hop right into it right now?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do this. I'm so excited. And as you get set up here, I just want to say hi, Ian. Hi, Jack. So good to see you. If you have any questions for Goldie, please do not hesitate to ask them in the chat. All right.
So we're going to do this from scratch. I love going from scratch. We're going to do this from scratch. So first of all, actually, you know what? We're going to start with, let's do text to image, and I want a pink sky with red clouds.
Ooh.
We're going for a pink and red vibe. So let's see what we get. We're going to generate away.
There's always that wait. So usually for this, I do a mini dance. So maybe we can have a move. It's when it generates.
Generate dance.
Yes.
The generate dance. Okay.
The generate dance.
So
the Firefly dance.
We have a few options here. What I love is being able to just see the options. And what I'm looking for is more like this, something that's a little, I want something, my hair is now pink. I want something that's a little cartoony, and also, hey, Kristen. Oh, look, so many people in the chat. Yay.
Oh, hey.
I want something a little cartoony. So I'm going to go ahead, and this is the one that I want. So I'm going to download this one, and I'm going to download it as a PNG. Cool. Untitled PNG. I should have named it. Do you ever do this? I am so bad at naming.
I name it at the very, very end when everything is done.
Okay.
It's an oopsie moment.
So actually, we're going to resize this one. I think what I want to do is do an Instagram story. So we're going to resize. And isn't that cool? I literally resize from a generated text to image. We are just getting started, guys. We have the whole hour to make magic. So we are going to make some magic. We're going to make some Lunar New Year magic. This year is the year of the wood dragon. And any year of the dragon is a good year for prosperity in general. Oh. And I'm going to read some words because I wrote them down because I am terrible at memorizing. But wood is usually representative of vitality, vision, and creativity. And dragon is success, intelligence, honor, and growth. Okay, so we have our background already. Mm-hmm. I think we need some dragons because it's Year of the Dragon. Shall we do some dragons?
We shall do some dragons.
Yeah, let's do some dragons. So I'm going to go actually into, there's two ways to do this. I want to show you both ways. So we could technically go into elements and we could literally type in dragon. I know. Blowing people's minds right now. So we could start with the still image dragon. And you know what? Let's do it. I'm just going to drop on this one red dragon. I'm going to leave it in the corner. And then I want to show you something that is my favorite.
Okay. Show me all your secrets.
We are going to also look for dragon under media. And I love it. Yes, drop a dragon emoji into the chat. Let's do it. And normally I would do photos, but I'm going to play a wild card here. And I'm going to go into videos. And I want to find a dragon video. I love that this one is just a creepy dragon eye blinking. So maybe not that one. Ooh, this one is cool.
This one is fun.
This one is fun. I really like this one. I actually use this for something else. I'm going to use it again. there is nothing wrong with reusing amazing stuff. And we're going to do the coolest thing. So first of all, I want to show you what it looks like when we just play this.
Okay.
It's a dragon.
I mean, the animation is very nice.
This is like a nice animation.
As if it's just available to use right there.
And it's available to use. Yeah. Yay. And anyone can use these animations. Okay, it already looks cool, but you know what would be even cooler?
I mean, no background maybe?
Yeah. You are just reading my mind.
I mean,
you're reading my mind. Yeah. Yeah, you got me. You got me. Okay, so we're going to remove background. And let's see what happens. We're going to remove background. We need to do the remove background dance.
The dance? What is it like? Back it up, back it up.
Oh, we still have to back it up.
Oh my goodness. Gosh. Well, there you go. So we have Kristen here saying, I was born in the year of the monkey, and I'm super excited to have my daughter born the year of the dragon because that just sounds so bad.
Beep. Bad A. Yes. So I will read this other thing that I found on the internet. If you are a wood dragon, congrats. This is your year. You are likely to be generous, compassionate, and altruistic. So yes, if your daughter is also year of the dragon, she probably is a pretty cool person.
I think for Kristen, it's like her daughter will be born this year. I know Kristen is a good friend of mine, and she is pregnant.
Oh, will be born this year. Even more exciting. Yes. Okay, so here we go. Look how cool this is.
Like gorgeous.
This is so cool. It already looks so amazing. And I have this other dragon in the corner, and I think it's getting lonely. So what we're going to do is we're going to animate. And I want to show you how the easiest way we can animate is we're going to pick something. So do we want to bungee? Do we want to drift? Do we want to drop? Do we want to fade? Do we want to pop?
Maybe a drop, but from underneath, if we can.
We can drop. You want to do a rise?
Yes.
Yes. I think you're talking about a rise.
That would make more sense.
And the cool thing is you can rise in, you can rise in all these different directions. And also I want to point out personalities, just like people. There are different personalities that you can choose. So here's smooth. I always think about jazz, strong, and let's do one more. Energetic. I don't know if this is the most energetic.
It could be a little can you play with the duration so it's faster?
Yeah, absolutely. Oops. Okay, we're gonna go back and we're gonna go so we can make the duration faster. And that's such a good call, Izzy. You're on it. Izzy is on it today. She hasn't even had the amount of coffee I have had today.
No, I'm still going through mine.
Absolutely. And I'm also going to have it blink because I think that's nice. Or wait, jitter? No, we don't want jittery. We want this to be chill. So we want blinking or pulse. What do you guys think?
How about blinking again? It's cool that you can just hover on the animation and it actually does it both on the icon and on the image itself.
On the preview. Yes. And it's really neat that we can look at that and be like, oh, that's what it looks like. I think I'm going to just do blinking.
Yes.
We're just going to have it.
I feel like it matches better with the animation that you added in and removed the background from, the golden dragon.
Absolutely. And then we can also do different intensities. Same thing. So, okay, I'm going to be good, and I'm going to actually name my files. Anyone else good guilty call. Of not naming your files?
I'm
Lunar
definitely guilty
New Year.
Of that.
It's 2024. Also, can you believe it's February?
That happened so fast.
Okay, so let's see what we have so far. This is literally 3 elements, and it already looks so cool. But it could look cooler, and we have so much time to make it look cooler. I want to show you this. I want to show you this. Okay. So we can also
show me everything.
We're gonna animate everything. This is like the person that discovers how to. Okay, look, we can literally slide it in. We can spin. So say you don't want to. We have a little bit of that white that comes in when we do that. So maybe we don't want that. But what we can do then, we can still do a looping animation, right?
Right.
So we can still, this one's pretty funny, honestly. Maybe not.
Eclectic.
Maybe not. we can definitely have something like this is kind of cool. Maybe we flicker a little bit. I think maybe let's pulse.
A pulse is really nice.
And then let's smooth it out. It's still early today. It's 10 a.m. here in the studio. We're going to do a slow
Is it 9 a.m.? It's 9 a.m.
It's 9 a.m. I cannot believe it is 9 a.m. I am very awake.
I'm
absolutely.
jet lagged, so
I know you're jet lagged. You came all the way from Ottawa.
Yes.
Ottawa, which is not in the U.S.
No, it's from Canada. It's the capital of Canada.
I love this, Kristen. Yes, Untitled, February 1st, 2024. And yes, you can select the direction. It is so neat. We're going to layer so much on top of this. I feel like sometimes when I'm in Adobe Express, I'm like the kid that discovers makeup for the first time and is like, I'm going to put on all the layers all at once.
All the colors.
All the colors. So we're going to go back into media and we're going to go back into videos and I'm going to select something that I just personally like, which is the cosmos. We're going to see what the cosmos has in store. And this is not, I'm a maximalist. So I already pre-apologize to those out there who are like, I was looking for a very minimalist design, Goldie. Yeah. That's not today. We're not playing that game. We're playing the maximalist game here. I'm gonna maximize this, and we're gonna do so many layers, and it's gonna be beautiful. Okay, so here we have. It's just gonna play for a little bit, and I'm gonna change the opacity so we still get some of that stuff. And then actually, I'm gonna move this layer. You guys can watch me. Whoop! This is the best part. We're just literally dragging. I'm gonna drag this right over. And can I show you how wild that looks? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
And
it's so
like,
much.
Took you not even 15 minutes. That's insane to me.
This is what we're at 15 minutes.
Wow.
At the end of an hour, you're gonna need to hold on to your butts out there, people, because it was going to get really exciting. Okay, so we have a really fun background, and I have Cosmos going for this, and normally what I do is duplicate that layer, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna pick a different Cosmos. So it's like this dragon is flying through space and time, which is what the Lunar New Year represents. Don't quote me on that. That's maybe not so true. Okay, so we're gonna drop in this other layer also. I'm gonna move this, and then we can also show, you guys don't need to see my dock. We're gonna show layer timing, and you know what we're gonna do is move this behind. And I'm gonna
just learn something new. I did not know you could do this. I guess I have not played enough in it yet.
You can definitely show the layer timing, and the cool thing is now I can kind of extend this, and I can copy and whoop. We're gonna copy and paste this. Okay, we're not gonna copy and paste that because I did that wrong. Sorry, there's never wrong. There's just experimenting.
Exactly, it's part of the process.
It's part of the process. Yes. So we're gonna just do this, and then I'm gonna take this second layer, and I'm gonna move all these down. So we're just rocking and rolling.
I love how easy it is to move the layers around in Adobe Express.
Yeah.
To me, it's even easier than Photoshop or even Illustrator to move it around.
Absolutely. I think as somebody who lives in Photoshop and loves Photoshop and gets really granular with it, I don't know about you, but I'm the friend that my friends are like, can you Photoshop my headshot or this picture of me? Can you remove these 3 hairs? And I'm like, I got you, fam. I will remove those 3 stray hairs for you. And I get in with like my little pixel, remove those 3 pixels from the hair.
Oh my goodness.
The hairline. So what I'm doing right now is I'm just decreasing the opacity once again. We are just going to move it so that it doesn't overwhelm that other layer, because we're going to add a ton more layers. So we want to make sure we don't overwhelm with too many layers. But here we go. Changing this to about 18%. And the cool thing is, once again, you can see what is happening. Let's just play through. This is with 2 different videos. So we have that first intro video, and then it's going to switch right around here. And it's
look
gonna,
at
wow,
that.
wow, literally going through Cosmo, time and space. We're changing the graphic. And if you think about it, you could definitely change that dragon that's in the right-hand corner to your logo.
What?
So if you branded that, that could be your logo. If you go into
yes.
your stuff and then change that to your logo, it could literally be a New Year dragon wish from your logo itself.
Wow.
And in case you're wondering why the dragon turned white, sometimes that just happens, especially as we're playing through some of these animations, when you have a bunch of layers. But when it exports, it will hopefully be good. And it looks like actually this one might be, we might want to fix that by just making this one shorter. Ta-da!
There you go.
Fixing the problem by ignoring it.
I mean, your computer is working hard right now.
My computer's working hard.
And you're streaming and you're doing
and I have
a lot,
to say,
so.
my computer, she is wonderful, but she's a little aged at this point.
So is mine.
Right.
So yes,
I
feel your pain.
You can't see it, but I literally have tape on my computer.
It's true. I can see it.
Yes, you can see it. It has
vouch
cats
for
on
that,
it.
yes.
It has cats on it. Okay, so now we have this beautiful Cosmos thing. But I also want to show you how could we do Cosmos if we didn't want to do video. We're going a little backwards, but we can do backgrounds. We can do abstract patterns. And let's look at Cosmos here. So we're going to look and see what we have. We have so many beautiful still images. I love these. And
this one is gorgeous.
which one? Do you like this one?
This one, yes.
Yes, okay. Then we're doing it.
Or the one on top too. It's a cool
Which one?
pattern. Like
This
right
one?
on. No, sorry, go down. And it's kind of like
This one?
No, go down a little more.
We're working together on this. We're
Yeah.
designing together, which is the best
this one
part.
here actually.
This
Yeah.
one, okay.
Yeah.
You had to point at my screen. 'Cause
I didn't touch it.
I just wasn't getting it.
Yeah.
I just wasn't getting it. Okay, so once again, I want to show you layer timing. When you're working with a video or anime piece, you can make this shorter or longer if you want. I'm going to let that other animation play for a little bit before we get to this one. And this one, I'm going to move once again. Okay, we're going to...
While you do this, I really want to say hi to a few names that pop up in the chat. I want to say hi to Ariane. Ariane is a really good friend of mine. Thank you so much for watching. I saw Niall too. Thank you, Robert, for being here. Robert, who is a regular Adobe Live.
Yes.
He comes back all the time. Same for Sean. Same for Ashraful. Sorry if I didn't say that properly, but I see your name very often. So thank you so much for being here and sharing this moment with us.
Yes. Thank you everyone for being here. I'm like busy trying to add a layer. Okay, no, what I want to do was we're going to go back and I'm just going to.
This one too, I really like, right underneath.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
You know what? We're going to show how you can do two different images then because you said that. We're going to go back to, was it this one?
Yes, that one is super cool.
It's very
like
wavy.
Holographic.
Very wavy.
Yeah.
In a great way. Okay, so we're going to, let's actually do this. Everything is doable. Okay, so if you can see, now we kind of don't have movement anymore. And I like movement, and I also like opacity. Opacity is good. So we're gonna drag this down there, and then we're gonna go ahead and, you know what? I'm gonna take this layer and we're gonna drag it down here and we're gonna make sure that everything is really opaque. And this layer, we're gonna expand it out. So as you can see, we just have all these cool layers, but we really need to animate these layers, I think. We really need to have some breathing. And so I'm gonna have this one blink and I'm gonna have this other layer and look how fast this is to animate. I am literally just clicking around on things, and then I'm gonna have this one pulse.
Okay.
And then let's just see what happens. I've thrown a bunch of layers over this, and we are going to see what happens. It's very, very cool. I think also at some point I accidentally deleted that dragon, so we're gonna go back for it.
Whoops.
Whoops. You know, sometimes in life
it happens.
we make mistakes, and so we're gonna go back and we're gonna find that same dragon, and we're going to drop that same one in. And this is the best part is normally this would take forever to render and re-render, and I don't know if anyone here has done video editing. I certainly have. I'm pretty sure you have too, and it takes forever.
It takes forever. That's why I don't like it.
And this is why we can so easily drop this in because it doesn't take forever, and I love that. I love that about this. And you know, it looks like I probably have that dragon layers hidden somewhere, but we're just gonna remove the background, and we're gonna create some magic together again. Because this is fun. This is fun to do.
I have a question for you. Would you be able to have that dragon and stretch the animation for the entirety of your full video that you're building?
Yeah, so if we take this, that's such a good question. Thank you for asking that, Izzy, because I think a lot of people have that question. So we could technically slow down the speed. Ooh. So if we slow down the speed, here, I want to show you. If we slow down the speed, what we'll get is very slow dragon emerging.
Very, very slow.
But it also slows down. If you can watch the timeline here, I'm pulling my mouse across it. The timeline of it, there we go. It will go for longer just because we're literally slowing down the speed. Now, the other thing we could do is duplicate the animation twice.
Okay.
So that's another solve for the fact that maybe we need this animation to be longer. But look how slow it goes. But it's actually still quite a smooth animation, which is pretty impressive, honestly, for the fact that we literally just removed that background.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay, so we are going to go ahead and we now have our dragon. We have 2 dragons, which is really good luck. But I want more. I want more because we should always have more. I want more blinking, more coming in, more stuff. So we're going to look for more clouds. I want another beautiful little cloud. And let's go look at design assets and see. Ooh.
I noticed that one too.
Yeah, this one. Ooh. Okay, so we're gonna add in a couple of clouds to make our dragon really happy. And it is gonna jump in there, and let's actually add 2 first. And we're gonna move this second one behind that so it doesn't get in the way of it. And once again, that's the best part about this is we are dragging and dropping and moving layers. And we're gonna animate this. So we are going to go into, we can also change the color. And you know what? We're already in here. Let's do it. We can change it so that this is more warm, which is cool. We can also change the saturation super easily. Wow, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, that's pretty.
In fact, I'm going to do that with this other layer. I'm going to do it all based off. And I jumped into effects also. And you can also literally change it with effects, which is also really, really cool. In fact, I'm going to do that one. Yeah, and I'm like, look at this. This one is a tint. I feel like maybe one of these 2, right?
Yeah, I
What
like
do you think, Izzy?
this because it matches the gold.
Yeah, let's
from,
do it.
The dragon.
And you know what? I'm going to go ahead and I can also tint this. So even though I changed the color already, I can go ahead and tint this one too, which is pretty neat. Actually, no, you know what? I'm this person. I just like to click around. As you can tell, I'm just a click around kind of person. I want to click around. I want to see what is happening. And we are going to animate this. So we're going to have this drift in.
Oh, yes.
Drift in, but a little faster. A little faster. Yeah, we want energetic. I like that energetic. Ooh, strong. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Get it. Get it, cloud queen, king, person, human. Okay, so we're also going to have the same thing happen with this one. We're going to have it drift in, but as you can see, we don't want it from that side. Probably want it from the other side, right? Yeah. So let's have it drift in on this side, and I want a looping, I want a looping motion. Sometimes, I don't know if I've ever used spin. I'll be honest. Spin is like just really hilarious to me because it always looks, it just looks silly.
You know what? For my segment later, I'm using spin the whole whole way through.
Are you really?
Yes.
I'm so excited to watch your
Yes.
segment. It's going to be so good. And that's why I want to say, different creative folks.
Exactly.
Different spin, literally.
Exactly.
Different yo-yo spin. So we're gonna yo-yo. Actually, yo-yo is one I almost never use either, but I kind of like it here. Ooh,
It's dramatic.
It's dramatic. Yeah, jitter just makes me nervous, I think, because it literally is very nervous.
Just too much coffee.
Yes, it is. Look at this. Woo!
Oh, that's cool.
And then one thing to notice is, as you can see with this animation as it's running, it's kind of hitting the top. So I'm going to drag it down a little bit. And now we're going to go to the beginning of this, and we're going to play through. And this is truly a million layers. We are going to do a million layers.
Look at that.
It is already so cool. Let's add another cloud. I like to add in clouds. And also Lunar New Year to me is a lot about thinking what this year will bring, just like any new year. So I think when I think about Lunar New Year, and I'm going to, wow. I selected the wrong layer.
You know what? I like that better.
I like this better too. We're going to keep this pink. Wait, I have to do this.
And you know what? Now to me, the bottom,
look at this.
does not
Look
work.
at this. Look at this. That's so cool. Okay, which one?
The bottom
This?
cloud does not work for me anymore. I'd like to see all of them being the same, but that's me.
Yes, I agree. I agree. Let's go in. It's so easy to change things. We're going to change it. I'm going to duotone this. In fact, let's do this one. So we're going to duotone that so it literally matches the dragon.
There you go.
And this one, this red dragon, I think we need to change her up. Or him up. We need to make this one, we're going to make this one pink. Ooh, or should we do teal?
I like teal.
I like teal.
Yes.
Once again, you can't see it, but my hair is literally teal. So we're going to do teal. And then I'm going to make this opacity of this one also a little bit lighter. Okay. We're literally flying through space and time. And I'm going to say it looks a little weird that we have one cloud that's not animated. So we have to animate everything. We have to.
Let's say you wanted to save time. Can you copy a layer that already has an animation on it?
Absolutely. So we're going to do that right now. We're going to trash this one. Okay. We're going to delete it. Okay. So we can literally duplicate this layer. So we're going to go ahead and, one of the things that I so love about doing all of these things and doing Adobe stuff is that it's so easy just to duplicate the lower layer. I just copy and pasted using shortcuts. And now, as you can see, exactly what you were asking about.
There you go.
Now we have these clouds. And now I think the one on the bottom is a little jarring. So we should actually probably make that one the same as this other one. Because I know how much you don't like that.
I mean, I'm not as much of a maximalist as you are. So you're definitely putting me outside my comfort zone right now.
we're gonna teach you how to be a maximalist by the end of this day.
Okay.
You're gonna learn how to maximize everything. Okay, so we're gonna add in just another cloud, and then we're gonna put it behind this one, so that way we can have just another layer. Okay, let's see what happens when we play this through.
Look at this.
Look at this. There. Now it feels very, very much like a vibe. Yes, does anyone have any fun plans for Lunar New Year? I love that. I hope folks are going to their local Chinatown, or one thing that is very popular. I should have worn red, but I was very worried about the green screen. But one very popular thing is to wear red. And I'll tell you a old wives sort of good luck, bad luck thing about Lunar New Year, at least around Chinese New Year's, is on New Year's Day, which is February 10th, you shouldn't use scissors or sharp objects because you're not supposed to cut your luck.
Oh, wow.
Isn't that interesting?
I had no idea about that.
Yeah. So you don't want to use sharp objects, and you also don't want to clean your house on New Year's Day because you don't want to sweep out the good luck.
Wow.
It's so interesting to think about these traditions and where do they come from?
This is so fun though, like to think about that, and whenever you bring that
Absolutely.
into your day to day, like just talking about it is like just makes it a special moment.
Yeah, it definitely, I think it makes it such a special moment. And okay, it's the year of the wood dragon. So we're going to get really corny. Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this? I don't know if you're ready.
Let's get ready for some fromage.
I'm gonna literally type in the word wood because it's wood dragon, and I haven't looked this up beforehand, so I don't know what we're gonna get. Okay, this is burning wood, which I feel like.
I mean, that could be cool if it was turned into like with an effect, like blue flames could be really nice.
Right. I just, you know what? I want a log though.
Okay.
I want a literal. I want something that looks like a wood log, and I think I'm gonna get wood grain, which maybe we should go into elements, and I will type in wood.
So do you spend a lot of time in your day-to-day in Adobe Express when making content for yourself like that?
Absolutely. I would say my favorite thing in Adobe Express is remove background and also adding a QR code. Adding a QR code is such a cool way to get people to be able to click on something without clicking on it, right?
Yes.
They can scan it and they can look at it later. So I super love adding a QR code in. I love that this is a wood ukulele, so maybe not what my ancestors, throwing that out there, are super into. Maybe they are. Maybe I'm totally wrong there. So we're getting like little wood stump. You know what? Let's do this little wood stump, but I'm going to colorize it.
Okay.
I'm going to add in an effect, and we want it to be similar to the other one. So I think this one is pretty similar.
That works well.
Look at now we are officially wood dragon. I'm going to copy this, and we're going to paste this, and we're going to flip this upside down. We're going to just do that because I like to make weird, cool designs. So we're going to make this weird. In fact, I want to say the best part about Adobe Express is it is what you make it. So
that's very true.
However you design in Adobe Express is however you design in Adobe Express. You should feel really comfortable designing and making whatever style you want. And look, this is a million elements. It's a lot, but it kind of fits together because we use the same color palette. So now we're starting to tie it together.
Yes.
This is the wood dragon year 2024. I'd love to know in chat, do you have any New Year wishes?
Oh.
Do you have anything that you want hopefully to happen in the new year? If you don't want to share it with us, once again, drop in a dragon emoji and it'll come true. Don't take my word for it.
But it will add like 1,000 of them.
But it won't. Yes, it will. Absolutely will. So please drop in a dragon emoji or a star emoji. I guess there's also the tree emoji technically for.
Yes, that's very true.
The wood, yes.
We had Sema earlier, I think, suggesting to add some sparkles.
Oh, yes.
Which I think would be awesome.
Yes. Let's add in sparkles. So there's two ways I could add in sparkles. I could literally go into design assets and type in the word sparkle, and then that would give me a still sparkle overlay like this. So you can see, woo!
Ooh.
So we could then...
Can we animate that into the dragon?
Absolutely, absolutely. So we're just gonna have it drop.
Oh, we have Robert and Patrick who has added some dragon
Yes,
emojis.
I hope you get whatever you are hoping for this year. I hope it is a wonderfully amazing year for you. And we're going to make this personality more smooth now. Oh my gosh.
I kind of like that they are the sparkles.
Look at this.
Yeah.
Look at this. And now we have a sparkle that we animated in. And if you see all the different layers, which I know are a lot, I know it's a lot, but we're doing a maximalist Lunar New Year Instagram story reel. And we have so much, yes, keep adding in dragons. We have so much fun stuff going on. And you know, this is the best part, I think, about Adobe Express is that we can just add in elements and keep adding.
Yes.
And if we add in elements in the same color palette or with the same theme, it all makes sense.
It works.
It works.
And also, you make it work. If someone says that does not work, you just make it work.
Yeah, you just make it work. It's your creation. So you are the one that gets to say, okay, I really love making something very random. And this is what this is. And that is exactly what you make it. If you... Ooh.
You are the creative director.
Wait, this is so cheesy. I love Bob. I'm using all of the animations I don't normally use. We're gonna bob it up. If there's any Bobs in the audience, Bob, this is for you. Shout out to Bob. This is Bobcore.
Bobcore.
I'm naming it now Bobcore. Like there was Barbie Core. This is Bobcore. This is the Bobcore Lunar New Year maximalist Instagram. We're just going to keep adding adjectives
only at
to
Adobe.
it. Only at Adobe.
Yes.
You've never seen this design before because literally it is 12 million layers. Thank you, Seema. It is very nice. Just kidding. If there's anything else you want me to add to this, throw in your suggestions in chat because I'm just going to keep adding layers on top of this. But one layer that I want to make sure that I do add is text. So I don't like to have to think about things. If I don't have to think, I don't want to think. I want to get to that. Yeah, short of Robert is Bob. So this Bob, this one is for you. Okay, so we are going to do this. I like to just look into pre-existing text. For example, we're just going to go into social, and I'm just going to scroll down and see if there's anything that catches my eye. And in fact, I really like this. So I'm going to click this, and we're probably not learning more, sadly, in this particular one. But what we're going to do is we are going to ungroup, first of all. And I don't necessarily need that little triangle. So I'm going to delete that triangle. And I'm going to say happy. Whoop. We want all caps because we're really happy.
We're screaming it. We're shouting it.
We're screaming it. Happy.
Yes.
Lunar. And then we're going to move. We're going to move this. And we're going to move this.
Sharon just suggested to add a moon to the design.
I love that. We're going to add a moon right after we finish this text because that is a great suggestion, Sharon. And please, any other suggestions that you have, I want to hear them. We want to hear them because we are designing live. This is the whole point of designing live. So you know that we literally, we literally did not make these beforehand because we are designing it live. This is what I love about Adobe Live. And as somebody, you said before we started, you've watched so many Adobe Lives, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, personally for Mind, that's a, I guess, production secret, but I do practice a little bit. I have an idea where I'm going.
I mean, we all practice a little bit. We all practice
The
a little
secret's
bit.
out.
Yeah,
Sorry.
secret's out.
Yeah.
But we practice a little bit, and I'm going to group this together, and I'll show you why in a reason. I'm going to group it, but I'm not going to lock it. I always make the mistake of locking my layers instead of grouping it. And for those of you out there who are wondering what the difference is between group and lock, so this is grouping. I can move around this beautiful text together. And then locking is I do this, and then I'm like, oh, it's not moving anymore. Why is it not moving anymore? Because I've locked the layer. It locks it in place, which is so helpful if you are, say, designing something on a grid and you absolutely need an element on a certain place or in a certain place. Then that makes sense. Okay. So what we're going to do is, I don't want this to come in right away. I want this to come in towards the end. So I'm going to change this layer so that it goes towards the end. Whoops. And I change just happy, which is not quite what we want to do, but we are learning. I think it's because I accidentally ungrouped this. So we're going to group this all together again. We're going to expand this one out all the way. Learning is fun, guys. Okay.
I mean, I find that like there's always some new features that are added too with Adobe Express. So every time there's like you need to play with it.
And see, I can also group here. So I'm going to group it here. And then this should now work. There we go. Now we're gonna, I just wanna have it towards the tail end. And am I gonna animate it? I'll let you in chat guess, but absolutely I'm going to animate it. Absolutely I'm gonna animate that too. Oh, you know what? This needs to come out sooner.
Now they're suggesting an eclipse moon.
Ooh, an eclipse moon.
Yes.
Yeah, we're going to do that right after we get through this text. I just want to make sure this text looks right. I love the dancing pieces of wood. This is so ridiculous. And then we go, Happy Lunar New Year.
Yes.
So we're getting there.
Little, like, conclusion at the end.
We're getting there. It's the conclusion at the end. We have to animate it though. So I'm gonna animate this. If by the end of this tutorial you do not know how to animate, please rewatch this whole thing because this is 100% animation. Okay, and I want all of them to do the same animation. So I don't know if you saw that, but I selected all the layers again because I want the animation to be the same for all the different layers. And I like blinking because that feels really festive for this particular thing. So now I'm gonna start playing it right around here. And then we have this really festive and chaotic Happy Lunar New Year. It's so chaotic. I love the chaos. Let's add in Eclipse Moon.
I mean, it's synchronized chaos, right?
It's synchronized chaos.
It's still part
also,
of
I
this
want to say,
universe.
Once again, if you're just joining chat or you've already been in chat and you feel a little shy, throw out something you want me to put in here because we will put it.
Well, we have the moon, an eclipse moon. And we have Vendel saying,
I have my caps on.
I wish you could select objects using layers. I mean, you can.
You can, yeah.
Yes, you absolutely can.
Yeah, so this is like, as you can see right here, this is an object, and I've selected it by layer, and I'm moving around that layer, right? So that is definitely something you can do. And then really easy to delete that layer. So if I didn't want that second piece of wood in that particular graphic, I could take that out. So here we have the eclipse moon per special request, and I'm gonna put this in the corner because I don't want it to distract from our dragon, but I think it looks really cool. And you know, just for Izzy, just for
me,
we're gonna, should we tumble or should we spin? Wait, I love,
that's cool. That's funny.
Wait, this is so cheesy. I love this. It's the moon is tumbling in. Or should we have it spin in gracefully? Do we want to be funny?
You know what? I was thinking that this could be in the middle, right behind the dragon, and it's spinning on its own, like as a background layer.
Do we want this to be gigantic and obnoxious? I think the answer is always yes.
Yes.
The answer is always yes. So we're going to put it behind. We have so many layers. Behind the dragon, and then let's move that one cloud in front of this moon. There, actually, you know what? I kind of like it behind.
No, that works well.
That works well.
Balances out well.
Okay.
Oh, fireworks. Fireworks next.
Yeah, we have to do fireworks. Oh, wait, I kind of like, maybe this is the one thing that I don't animate. Just kidding. I'm going to animate it. I'm sorry.
Rotate it.
Let's have it rotate. This looks so cool. I actually really like, cool, yeah. I like the orange in there, right? Mm-hmm. Okay.
I mean, you have that fire element that was missing, right?
Okay,
the dragon.
This is one of the few times I will use spin because spin makes sense in this case. Oh my gosh. I love how many layers. How cool is this? How much symbolism do we have in here? We have a million different symbols. This is like its own short story. This is why I love designing. This is like, This is 100%.
This came out like so well.
Came out so well. It is absolutely hilarious. And you know what? I'm going to make this... Oops.
We have Vandal saying, looking good. Thank you.
Thank you for that. Whoop.
You know what? So we have, again, I'm so sorry. I'm going to probably pronounce that wrong. But Arshaful saying fireworks. Can we add the fireworks in an animation at the very end once the dragon has reached and then poof?
Yes, we absolutely can. Yeah. We absolutely can.
Please make it pop. Right. I mean, I don't think we can make it more popping than this.
We are going to also make it pop. So we want to definitely do that. Okay, so let's do that. We're going to make it pop. We are going to add in our fireworks at the very end. And for this one, I want to go in and I want to see if there's actually videos of fireworks might be a little tough, but let's see. Okay, so we have some firework videos here. I have never tried to remove a background on fireworks.
Yes.
And I'm going to try. So I'm going to try to pick something that'll maybe work a little bit better. This one looks like it's maybe a little darker.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to try.
And just to give you a little time check, we have 10 minutes until we need to wrap up.
Perfect. We're going to just move
And 10 minutes also for the chat to get your suggestions in or even questions for Goldie right here.
Yes. So as we're designing for Lunar New Year, let me know what your questions are. Let me know what you're thinking about. What are your hopes and goals and dreams for Adobe Express and also for the Lunar New Year? Let's do it. So we are experimenting with removing background on fireworks, which might be a little bit difficult just because it is so granular.
Yes,
and
there's a lot
so
happening.
pixelated, and there's so much happening. But we're doing it live because it's so fun to do these things live and see, okay, let's see how that works. And all the fireworks have disappeared. So we're not going to do...
What if we put it as a background layer in opacity and then just... Yeah?
You are speaking my language, Izzy. You are speaking my nerd language. And I'm going to go ahead and reselect this layer because I think that this is just a nice color. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to expand that out so it fills up the entire thing. And then we're going to move it, and we're going to move it to the very end, just like people were requesting. And we're going to change the opacity.
With fireworks sounds.
Yes. We're going to move this. So I just don't want this to, no, we're going to keep that dragon as long as the dragon stays in the forefront. So here's what it looks like. Oop. Here is what it looks like. If you can see the fireworks, they're really dim in the background. So let's make that opacity a little bit darker. And right here, we have Happy Lunar New Year, and then we have a million things happening in the background.
Maybe. Is it the speed? So if we have them exploding a little faster.
Yeah, I think let us... You know what we might just do is I want to find the dragon layer, and we're going to just put that dragon layer on top of everything. And I think that will solve some of our issues because then I can make this opacity 100%. Right. And then
let's see.
We will see what it looks like live. Okay, so now the image is, the video for some reason is still, but that's okay. We're going to expand it out. And then I'm just going to animate this video. We're just going to quickly animate it out. Because for some reason it doesn't want to play, so we're gonna animate it. But pretend that that's exploding fireworks. With fireworks sound. Okay, so the other thing that you can do is, I'm glad you said with fireworks sound, because we can actually go into audio. And we can see if there are fireworks. So there's no fireworks sound. But what I could do right now, which I'm not going to have our amazing audio guy do right now, is I could literally try to record a fireworks popping sound. I'd be like, pop, 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 pop. You could take a stock sound.
No, I kind of want you to do it, like voiceover,
like, pop, pop, pop. But like really deadpan, like pop, pop, pop,
pop, pop,
pop, pop.
Yeah.
Let's see what other celebration, birthday feel on Maine. I think this is probably, maybe not Lunar New Year, but this is the vibe that we want. And I think it's probably not going to play because it's not plugged into the audio, but
there we go.
Let's
see if that works for the sound.
See if that works. I can't hear it on mine, but maybe if you all can hear it on yours. Yes? Okay.
Perfect.
So if this is literally a birthday sound, I apologize to my ancestors. I will change this to a different celebratory sound. And in the last few minutes, if you have any questions that you want me to answer, if you have any other wild suggestions, I'd love to see them. It is so fun to create on Adobe Express, and as you can see, it is just so easy. We did this all together, everyone.
The possibilities are endless, really.
Yeah.
There's so much that you can play with here that you can layer and make.
I can't hear this, but this description looks great. An optimistic and inspiring classic. Everyone in chat, because I can't hear this, does this sound like something that should be on our amazing celebratory overkill Lunar New Year design that we're making today? I hope so. I hope it sounds, look at this. Look at this. Wow.
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 So
10 out of 10.
Would you say that this is your final product?
Absolutely. So this can be your final product. What I would probably normally do too is if I was, for example, say I'm hosting a Lunar New Year party, then what I can do is I can upload this onto Instagram, specifically Instagram stories, and I can add in a link sticker onto this that people can click. Now, the other option that I have, of course, is I can go back into the main menu and I can create a QR code. I cannot push
We
QR
have time
codes
to do
enough.
it. We have time to do this.
So let's
do this.
We're going to go back into the main area, and we are going to do a quick action. We're going to generate a QR code. Why are they trying to hide this at the very end when it's the coolest thing ever? And pretend that my URL
Everything is cool. That's the thing.
Everything is cool.
Yes.
Adobe.com, which is where I'm hosting my Lunar New Year celebration. Okay, so this is my link. And now we can pick a different style. I want something a little softer. I kind of actually like this.
Oh.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah, I didn't even know you could do that.
Yeah, and you could change the colors. So I want red or orange because I want a festive color. So we can take one of these and we can download it. Adobe Express QR code PNG. And then we can go back into our file. Okay. And then I truly hope I don't have anything embarrassing because I'm about to, let's see if it'll let me just, I'm going to try to drop something in without actually searching for it in my, okay. So we're going to go ahead and, oh, there we go.
By the way, we have Jack saying that we can hear, and it's very cheerful and optimistic. For
Good. That's what we want. Okay. So we didn't want to do that. We want to go ahead and drop in shapes. What? I want a we're going to drop in a square shape. Cool, cool, cool. And then we're going to show you the embarrassing things that are on my desktop. And then we're going to, hopefully that drops in. You know, side. I'm like looking at my layers. Is it one of these 12 layers? It is somewhere here.
You're on it. Yeah, you're on the right layer.
I'm on the right layer, and it's for some reason.
Can you upload your own? So if you go to media, I think, yeah.
Yep, absolutely. Oh, upload from device, and we're going to do it manually this way once again, and we're going to do downloads, and we're going to do this.
Right there.
It's right there.
Perfect.
You're so smart. You're so smart. You're
so smart.
You're so smart. You're so smart and so cool at the same time.
Oh,
How is that possible?
You make me cool right now.
Okay, so I just want that little outline, and I'm doing it a little bit backwards because I could also add the outline. But I'm going to just stick it inside this square. And now I have this very cool QR code. And in fact, I'm going to make sure that these two layers are grouped together. Actually, let's delete this. Delete. Okay. So technically, I could just play it like this. I mean, I probably wouldn't want to, but this way people can scan this QR code, which will lead them to a very, very cool site. In this case, it is Adobe, and obviously I wouldn't want to have it run into that text, so I will change it so that it, ooh.
Imagine sending a party invite like that.
Yeah, so cool.
I mean, so cool.
So cool. So like if this is your party invite and people are like, what is this? And they're scanning the QR code, how cool is that? Yeah.
it's like you're giving them an experience even before coming to the party, which
Absolutely,
is awesome.
which is awesome. And then this is, as you know, an experience in and of itself.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. Thank you so much for showing us how to do all this.
Yes.
Stay tuned, everyone. We are about to have another wonderful stream with DTM, and we'll be right back. Hello, everyone, and welcome back. I'm here with DTM. Yes, it's going to be I'm so happy to be here with you today. It's going to be such an amazing stream. We're going to be illustrating some portraits today. So I'm going to let you take the stage because you do this all the time. So you don't even need me here.
I could do the show by myself, but no, it's fun to do it together at Adobe Live Actual in San Francisco. So, that's super fun. That's super fun. I'm happy to be here. Yes, I am DTM, Delta Tango Mike, and today I'm going to take a sketch and turn it into a vector drawing in Adobe Fresco using vector brushes, and then from there, I have a couple ideas of going either the direction of Illustrator because I draw everything in vector, and so I like Illustrator for the edits and extras that you can add in Illustrator desktop, and then, or I can also go between Fresco and Photoshop, and this is why I like the Creative Cloud, in that these documents can travel between different apps, and you don't have to leave that one device. This is
yes, magic.
Magic,
Absolute
that's right.
magic, yes.
And so the surprise, and there you go, you see it on the screen now, is that I'm doing a portrait of Izzy.
What?
That's it. That's what's happening right now. So here's the sketch, but let me jump into where I started the research, right? So you want to research, and I'm drawing on the Surface Laptop Studio. So the Surface Laptop Studio folds down, and I can see my screen, and there it is. And so I went through Izzy's social media.
Oh my gosh, that's old.
But very stylish.
Yes.
Right? Very stylish. And then we have this other picture, and I was like, okay, I see your style, the hair, the color. And then finally, you're proud of your certifications and so on. It's like, yes, okay, cool. And I like that collar up.
Pop,
what's up?
That collar pop.
The collar pop. But basically, we do have the glasses, right? The glasses are there. And so this is what happens when you do portrait work, is that you got to identify some things that stand out from a person. We're all different. We all have different types of faces and features. So you want to find different things that makes that person who they are. And then, and so this past Monday, I think I started this sketch last week because I needed to wrap my head around, like, how am I going to sketch this? What's going to happen? What's the pose? But last 3 days, I've actually streamed my process. So check me out on Behance, the Creative Genius. And so this is the sketch. So I went ahead and just did a very rough sketch. And it's all in one layer. As a matter of fact, let me fold this up. And you're going to see the screen flip a couple times. That's because it's a Surface and it does that. All right. So on the right, yes. So you see my layers. And so there it is. That's the drawing. And I wanted to come up with a drawing that we would be able to use through different social media posts. Right, so if we can do like a circle design, maybe that, and you got to think of circles sometimes because of the way your profile picture looks on Instagram and other places. Avatar. And then something that we can add to stories. And Izzy, at the end of today, you can have this artwork and you can do whatever you want with it.
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
I feel like it's like my birthday or something today. Like, this is such a wonderful day.
Yes. And so in the chats, what's up to everybody in the chat? But check it out. We're gonna be giving away some sticker packs.
Yes.
And I had some, but I gave you one. I don't know what you did with yours. You threw it back there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
Well, we do have some sticker packs throughout the day, so So make sure you pay attention to the chat because there will be opportunities for you to submit to be selected to receive some stickers in the mail sent to you by Adobe, but it will be my artwork.
I mean, who doesn't like a good giveaway?
That's right. Yes. I like to give away my art so that people can walk around with it. And like the back of my Surface, it has stickers and stuff. And I want my own artwork on there. All right, so we're gonna get started and take a look at my process here. I do have several files of the same drawing because as I move through the artwork, there's sometimes that you want to experiment. And so I was like, you know what, let me duplicate this file. So that way, if something bad happens, I won't feel bad, right?
Yeah,
I can go back.
Yes.
I can go back. So I will be in and out of a few files. But look, big ups to everybody. Bruce, Oliver, Jack.
Yes, Kristen.
Jack, thank you for holding it down for us. Vandal on YouTube, awesome. Yes, sticker packs, Oliver. I'm sorry. Are you supposed to be the one saying something to them?
I mean,
Okay.
like I said, you don't even need me here, right? So I'm just here for decoration.
Yeah, there you go. You're
I'm
here for
to
the
be
inspiration.
model, exactly.
That's right. There you go. So I'm gonna jump into another one of my files, and let's see. So it's going to be, and I need to see the name. That's all right. Let's just click on it. Yeah, I think this one's next. Oh no, let's go here. Let's go back. Yes, so here. So basically, I start with a very rough sketch, like I show you here, and what I do is then the next step, what you want to do when you're sketching, you start with the very rough. I'm sure there's names for the process, but it's a very rough. Sometimes you just do the shape, and and you can see some of the pencil marks behind here. I wish I had done more layers in my sketching process. But you start with just basic shapes, a circle for a head, a square for the shoulders, and you go with that. Then what I like to do is turn down the opacity so we can barely see what's there, and then you start drawing on another layer, and now you start to clean up. It's still a sketch, but you're cleaning up the roughness and start to choose your lines. I don't know how much sketching you guys are used to, but sometimes you don't get that line you're looking for right away, and so you draw it over and over and over, and and it's okay. You cannot correct the line until you have 10 lines down. Okay, so just do those lines that you're not going to be happy with.
And sometimes happy accidents happen too, that you think it's going to be one way and then you mess it up and it actually looks better at the end.
Right.
Yeah.
Right, and that's it. Let the art talk to you.
Exactly. Yes. Trust the process.
That's right. There you go. And so this is what you see right here. Again, I made the glasses on a different layer because I wanted to be able to make them big enough that it looks cartoony, right? It has, it's not an exact portrait. It's not a realism. It's more of a cartoon, of an illustration of a person. And so in all of your pictures, I see your hair, and it has, their own
I'm sad I didn't wear my
directions.
glasses today. I should have worn my glasses. Like, something's missing.
There you go. And then, and so I did the hair. I wanted to have a lot of flowy, long hair going everywhere. I'm sure there's words that I could describe this with, but you got me.
No, you got it right.
You got it right.
That's,
Okay.
yeah. I mean, I wish I had that hair. Like
Me too. Me too.
Here,
But
like,
oh yeah, you go. And so there it is. We have a cleaner sketch, and I think I like this. I think I'm happy with the shape of the face. You have more of an oval face. I have a round face. If I shave my beard, then my whole head is just one round circle. So you got to pay attention to people's details and features, and that will help establish whether or not is this the person that it's supposed to be. If you get something wrong, then right away it's gonna be like, yeah, that's the wrong shape. So start with the shapes. I did with the head. The eyes a little too high, but it's okay because I needed to get the sketching done. And so right after that, I was able to turn off the original sketch, and then I'm gonna turn on now the layouts. And like, okay, I want to make sure that I can take this drawing into different designs, and it still has that flowy and fits. And so I passed out a bunch of stickers today, and we got some stickers coming your way for those of you in the chat. And so sometimes when you do the round stickers, then you kind of want some of the hairs to stick out of the design, right? You want to break out of the shape. And so that's what that was for. So it's like, okay, cool. I like this. All right. So from here, let me go ahead.
Give some movements whenever you do that, right? Like it's not constrained. It gives like kind of a
dynamic
depth. Yes, yeah.
Yes, it's movement.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
That's it. And so if you were, out by the beach, we are in San Francisco. So if you walk out to the bay, they got the hair
those
flowing.
like rainy days, right? The hair won't be flowing that much.
It is one of those rainy days today, but a wind will blow enough to get something going, and that's what you want, right? You want it to look like it's alive, and so I can already think of like 100 other design ideas here, some kind of pirate and some tentacles and stuff on a ship, San Francisco Bay, a whole different thing. Anyways,
we have RB saying that hair is tricky to draw. Do you have any tricks for that?
Sketch, and use other artists' work as reference. Pay attention to the way other artists work, and and study a lot of drawings, study a lot of pictures, study pictures, look at other, look at photography, pictures of actual people and their hair, and think of shapes. First, you think of shapes, and that's what I did here. Is that I had to think of like what is the shape going to be here, and then just draw it over and over. And so you wear your hair parted in the middle. Back when I had hair, I used to do the middle part too. It was cool. And
I'm trying to fake my way into the Gen Z like fashion because like there's a whole thing with hair that like if it's a side part, you're no longer in. But yes,
and I did notice that. No, I studied your pictures and I noticed that. So you do have a pointy part in the middle.
They call that a widow's peak.
Right,
yeah.
and then like right off center is where the part begins.
Yes,
and it's like okay. And so that's it. You study and sketch out a lot, but by studying the actual photographs, and looking at the shapes, and there it is. Like there's where I noticed that. I noticed that the peak. And it's like, oh, okay. So they call it calvo. The hair is very tricky to draw. Oh, my hair. Thank you, RB. Yeah, my hair. If you can't draw circles, you can't draw my hair. And so that's what has led me. I mean, I have been sketching and drawing for a long time. So I found little tricks and things to do when it comes to hair. But there are some amazing hair artists out there. Oh my God. It looks like the real thing when you're looking at the illustration. Even with pencils and markers or whatever, it's like, whoa.
You know what got me mind blown? And it's a little bit of a departure from drawing itself, but it is at the same time, was that the Little Mermaid movie, when they were underwater, each hair strand was actually animated and drawn.
Wow.
To make sure it had that water movement. And that to me is like creativity at its most genius state.
Because that's what it's like, right? But you have to study real life. You have to look at real life situations. And if you're in the water, then yes, of course, things are going to float their own way and split up and break. Yes, exactly. So real life, and this is what happens with anatomy and character design, is that, it's okay to study Mickey Mouse or any other cartoon character, but before you start understanding how that body moves, you need to understand real anatomy. So you always got to go back to the real anatomy, understand that, how things move, and then you can transfer it to other ideas.
You need to know the rules before you can break the rules.
That's right. There you go. Yeah. That's right. And I like breaking rules.
Oh, my gosh.
So who doesn't? That's right. They're meant to be broken. That's what they say.
Yes.
So now I turn this down a little bit, and I'm going to now work with vector brushes. Vector brushes are on the top left corner. You have pixel brushes first, then you have the light brushes, and then we have the vector brushes. I love vector brushes. There's a lot of different kinds. And my most favorite are the regular round vector brush, the G pen, and the taper. So the taper is very wild. It goes from very thin to very thick, and depends on your pressure, right? It all responds to your pressure. However, sometimes you want to control how wild it goes, and that's where the G pen comes in. The G pen has a much smaller width variation. There it goes. And so depending on your pressure, so that's one of the vector brushes that I use the most. I love drawing in vector because, like I said earlier, I want to take my drawing from Fresco into Illustrator and then create stickers like the ones you see on my surface, and or shirts or banners, or I've done murals and art installations that are 36 feet long and 8 feet tall, and it all started in Fresco. Yes.
Powerful.
So you got to use take advantage of the vector brushes. Okay, so there it is. So now I've turned down the opacity on my brush here, and I can now turn on. Let me see. There it is. Boom. And this is now the start of the hair.
Wow.
And then what I wanted to do is, again, keep it dynamic, keep it flowing. I wasn't sure how I was going to end this here when I was drawing it, but just draw it. Just draw it. Just get to sketching. Just get to the vector brushes and just get it out there. And so I wanted some of the ends to have a curl come back in, some of the ends curl back out. And one thing I noticed that your hair has different colors.
Yes.
And so I didn't want to miss out on that action. And so I was like, okay, I need to think of ways of how I'm going to go from one tone to another and then to another, but they got also mix and mingle. It's not a gradient, right? So in that case, I left some open areas where I was going to add the extra colors and then find a way to switch between the different colors in there. And I had to decide which colors were. And eventually I'm gonna have to ask you about your eyes and stuff, because trying to figure out what your eyes color is in some of the photos. Some color, not all photographs have all the color that you're looking for. So I'm like, okay, we're gonna figure this out.
Yes.
All right, so there it is. So got the hair and then the glasses. Boom. So this glasses, it already has all the different color layers. So let's turn these off. And one thing to keep in mind when you're working in any illustration, especially with Fresco and vector brushes, is that start your drawing. It's okay to have a color that you're not gonna keep. It just breaks up the layers and you can see what is supposed to be what. And so your glasses, Izzy, look like they're dark.
Yes.
And not necessarily black, but some amber in there.
Yes, it's like brownish, I think the pattern is turquoise. That's how it's called, or something like
all right.
that. Yeah, I don't know.
And so I had to make a decision of whether am I going to keep those colors, because the hair's already brown. There's highlights in there, and if the glasses are the same color, it's all going to look the same, and it's not going to be able to have things that stand out. So I went with the purple for now. And then let's do the face. So let's turn on the face, and let me turn off everything else so we can see here. And so I did drop the eyes down a little bit so that there would be room for the eyes and the eyebrows to fit inside the glasses. Plus, I didn't want the nose to be too far from the eyes. And I'm okay with the distance between the chin and the nose, because I want the lips to be in there, and then I have some ideas about what I'm gonna do about the cheeks.
Okay.
So it's like, cool, let's go in on that. And so I think that's pretty good right there. What do you guys think in this chat? Let us know. Am I on the right track, or should I start over? Sometimes my wife likes to say, start over, go back, start it over. Not just my drawings, but in general in life, sometimes.
Sometimes you have to. A good reset sometimes is
right.
all you need. But I mean, I may be biased, but this is a beautiful drawing.
I'm glad you like it. I'm glad. That means I'm on the right track. Okay, so once I got the hair, I started to add a little details in the hair. It's like, yes, I like this. I'm comfortable now. And I had to figure out how I'm going to show the widow's peak, but still not make it a solid color, but find the ways to have some color in the middle, in between those hairs that pop off, because sometimes that's what happens. It's, you can kind of see a little gap between the forehead and the top of the hair.
Yes.
So it's like, no, I need it. It's Jack says, client approval from Izzy. That's right. Thank you, Oliver. Thank you, Bruce and Patrick. Clarissa. Right on track. Thank you.
Yes.
And Clarissa says, it's beautiful. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Okay, so we have that. All right, now let's take a look at some colors. So I have to admit that I'm not a great color guy. And that when it comes to the color wheel and the different the colors that are this way, and then the three colors that are that way.
So primary, secondary, all of that.
Yes. Okay. It's like So I just go with what I like.
Hey, if it works.
That's right. Right. If it works. So let's go ahead and start turning on some things, and let's go with the color of the face.
Oh, cool.
So I did grab some of the colors from the reference photos, and what you want to do is once you open up your color options, you can use the color picker and move your color picker wherever you want to get the color you're looking for, and then you'll have the color that's going to work for you. So this is one of my ways of just using the colors that I already see. In Illustrator, in Fresco, when we use vector brushes, everything is a hard edge. So you have to find what you can do in Fresco, and then what you can wait on when you get to Illustrator. And in Illustrator, you can use gradients, and then I can make a gradient for this shape right here with this pink shape, so that I can have the pink in the middle, and then a gradient that fades out to the edges of this pink right here, right there. And so then it looks just like the tip of the nose is red and not the whole nose, right? Or the whole cheek like that. And I guess this is kind of how makeup is, right?
Yes.
You slap on.
And then you blend. Yes. It's a hard contour, like Kim Kardashian, and then you blend everything.
There you go. And so that's my process here, is that I do the vector shape in Fresco, but once I get into Illustrator, oh my gosh, and I'm gonna show you all of that. I will show you. I wanted to add a few details on the lips and add the highlights, let the highlights add the contour of the lips. And so this is nothing but a couple of highlights in here. So let's take a look. There it is. This is the layers. And let me see, what do we have here?
It's
the
crazy
highlight.
how just a few little strokes can give so much depth and like, I don't want to say realism because it's clearly a cartoon, but I mean, it adds that, I don't know, pizzazz.
It makes it pop.
Yes.
It's okay to say that.
Yeah. When we're in between creatives,
Between designers,
we can say, if you're not a creative, you can't say that
That's
to
right.
us.
If you're a client,
That's
you
the
need to
rules.
explain yourself.
Yes.
What does it mean? Make it pop. And it's true. And it's just using layers, and the eraser in a couple of ways will help a lot. So here's the layer. So this is the shape, right? So I did a pink, and as a matter of fact, here's another tip. Don't go looking for the color. Use layers and blend modes to get the color you want. Because you'll spend a lot of time trying to find that right tone, and then you change your mind and you gotta fix it. But if you use the same shape and different layers, you can use your blend modes to then lighten it up, brighten it up, turn it down, make it darker, make it a shadow, all those things. And so right here, you see my original layer right here is just a single color, but it's at 65%, and there it is, 100%. And of course, I don't want it to be loud, and I'm gonna be adding extra layers on top of that. So let's turn it down and say, okay, 50 to 60%, your choice, however you want. Then what I like to do is duplicate that same layer, all right? And you see, look, let me turn it back to normal, and 100%. So there it is. That's the same color as the original layer, but now I am going to use my blend mode. Click on multiply. That's a little too loud. Maybe for later on, hanging out in nightlife at the club.
That's
and,
it. Yeah.
You know, right
That's
here
it.
down the street.
From day to cocktail hour.
That's right, after dark.
Yes.
And but what I do instead is turn down the opacity of the layer. So I have a original layer opacity in the middle, and the second layer is also gives a lower opacity. So now you can kind of see the highlights, and these highlights is not something that I added on. It's actually the eraser taken away.
Smart.
Yes, thank you. So there it is. That's the lips. I said, okay, I like this. So now here, I added now some highlights. So let me turn that off. And so these are the cheeks. So I did have the cheeks on a whole different layer, so that whatever I do to the lips, it doesn't transfer to other parts of the drawing. And that's another key that I learned a long time ago, is use as many layers as you want. You don't get charged for using 100 layers versus 10 layers. All right, there's no extra charges. And as a matter of fact, Mexifunk, an amazing artist, his name is Orlando Arocena, he says layers are free. I was like, hey, that's good. Just go with it. All right, so there goes the cheeks, and then here goes some highlights. So now I have some highlights on the face, the nose, the lips, and as you can see, the highlights that I added on the lips go right over the area where I erased from that other layer. So now it kind of looks like it is that popping, that the what do you call it, the glare.
Yeah, the reflection, the light reflection.
Sure, there it is, boom. And so now it feels like those are real, actual lips, and they are different in the way the texture of your skin versus the texture of your lips. Boom.
Wow.
I spend a lot of time on the lips. I'm sorry, but this is my process in each and every part of this drawing.
Don't say sorry. This is fascinating. And we have Clarissa in the chat saying, I never thought of using the eraser like that. But I do use it when I physically drawing. So basically, is that something that you would do when you're sketching as well, and you brought that back into your digital format?
Yes, and actually, a lot of pencil artists do that. Sometimes, instead of as you're shading, instead of missing an area because you want it to stand out and make it lighter, you still shade it so that you can have that smooth shading all the way through, and then you come back with the eraser and tap, 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 rub a little bit, and boom, now you have that highlight in there where the pencil is missing. So somewhere along the line, I just thought, like, you know what, let me try this, especially also because I hate masking. I really don't like it. I can't say hate, I'm sorry, but I really don't like it at all. So I found ways to, like, how can I duplicate the same shape over and over and then take away the things that I don't want? Let's go.
I mean, this is a golden nugget.
Thank you. So the eyes were another part where I wanted to experiment. I wanted to make sure that I was able to put in some work. And you know, think about this too when you're drawing in vectors, that, okay, the drawing looks cool. You know, maybe you zoom in and you post on social media and it looks okay. But imagine if Izzy wanted to put this as a poster in her office and have a, 3 feet by 10 feet tall image of herself. And so then when you zoom in and you're looking at it big, you're like, it's kind of bland right here. What happened? It could have had some details, but look at this. Dan's lazy. So I don't want no one to think that I'm lazy. So here's what I do. So then I go in, I add the color. Oh, first I do have 2 different layers of the black color, but I turn down the opacity so that I can have some variation in the colors. Then I duplicate that layer again. So now I went from 1 layer of the yellow or amber or whatever the colors are. Thank you.
So amber brown.
Yes,
burnt
and
sienna.
burnt. That's right. That's what I was looking for. The word burnt. If you own Crayolas, you know you learn all the names, and so as again I did turn down the opacity so you can see how the opacity. And there's just a slight change. You don't want it to be overpowering. Contrast. So then another layer of the same, but now I'm erasing. Across so that you can have those with the eye.
Geez, I don't. Oh.
I know the middle is the iris.
Yes.
And then those rays. The
We'll
rays
call it
of
the
light.
rays, yeah.
The rays of light.
I don't know if someone knows like that.
Tell us in the
Tell
chat.
us in the chat, please.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so then I get another one. I duplicate again so I can have a second one. And I can continue to change the opacity so I can get the tone that I want. Now, sometimes when you get to Illustrator, you realize, well, I wish I had another layer just like this. And so sometimes I just duplicate layers and I leave them and I say, okay, that's going to stay there. So that later when I'm in Illustrator, I can make some adjustments.
Nice.
And then finally, I have...
How long have you been doing this? Because you clearly know your way around all of that. So
I started using Adobe Illustrator in 2000 or 2001, something like that. In the late 90s, people told me Illustrator, and I said no. And then I got a laptop and I was like, oh, let me try. And oh my gosh, yes, especially because in Illustrator, and I know we're in Fresco, but it's all part of the vector, is that you draw a line in pencil and a marker, and you're like, I wish that line was like this, so you draw it again and again and again. In Illustrator, you draw the line, you don't like it, you pick it up. Like literally, pick it up and move it.
that's true.
Yes, use your anchor points, use the handles, and then you can it wasn't curved enough or too much or whatever, you just do it. And when I saw that, I was like, this is it. This is how I want to draw. And then with vector, you can stretch out the image as big as you want, and it still looks clean, sharp, crispy, and it's like perfect. Oh my goodness, I love it. So this is this was been a process that I developed and tried and played with, but I also studied and paid attention to other artists. I'm a big fan of a ton of other artists out there, and I watch their streams and I pay attention. Like, I like that. And so the last layer here. So thank you for the question.
Yeah, of course.
The last layer is a little bit of red for the eye, the edge of the eye, and I have that on both sides. See?
So Jack is saying the lines in the eyes is actually the iris. So I think the black part is pupil.
Oh, that's right.
Yes.
You're right. Pupil.
So you knew.
And iris. So,
Yeah.
okay.
You're good.
Iris is also the name of some people. Some people.
That's very true. And I think a flower as well.
Nice. There you
so,
go.
yeah.
There you go. So the color of the eye. Thank you, Jack. Thank you, Jack.
Always
I
there
know we
to
have
save the
smart
day.
people around here because save us. Okay, so let's go ahead and I like to organize my layers. So let's put them all together like this. And then finally here, let's see what's that. That's the whites of the eyes. And so I learned this somewhere that don't use a straight white.
Yes.
You want to be off-white so that it looks natural. And so I was like, okay, so my color is really like just off the edge of the red. So you find the red and then you go really, really, really tight. Not all the way, but just a little bit off. And boom, there goes your red or so on. All right, so there it is. So that's what we have for the eyeball here. Boom, so let's stack all of these together. And for the face, all I did was just one shape. There it is, just one particular shape. And it's really cool for this drawing to just have the skin tone on the face and nowhere else. I don't have to draw the rest of the body, the hands, anything else. So there it is, that's done. I do like to play around with multiple layers wherever there's color, but in this case, I'm gonna leave it here, just like that. And that's just the face. How much time we have left?
We're a little over halfway.
Okay,
yes.
so let's jump out of here and go into the next one. And I wanna say, I can look at the time. So yeah, this one's in the evening. And so again, what I'm going for is something that we can use in different places. So
This is so cool.
thank you. And so what I decided to do at this point is that I need to find a way that I can take this into Adobe Express, because I can sit there and design all this stuff later once I have my drawing. But if I bring it into Adobe Express, I have templates, right? And I can have all kinds of things that I can use. So I thought to myself, well, let me experiment and play and see, bring in an Adobe Illustrator file into Express, and it doesn't, but when I try that, Adobe Express does not give me my layers. So I said, okay, let me try Photoshop. And if you use Fresco, the cloud documents use the same file type as Photoshop because they're Photoshop Cloud,
PSD.
PSDC.
Yes.
And so they're the same. So it's like, okay, I can jump between Fresco and Photoshop anytime I want to without leaving the app. But if I go into Illustrator from Fresco, then I said I can't come back into Fresco. So what I did here is a few more extra details. In my black line work, I cut away some of the pieces for the eyebrow so that I can have some of that little jagged look of a color. And but the outside is still smooth and straight. I did a little bit of pencil shading here so I can get a little red in there.
That's great.
You know, and then I cleaned up the nose by using the eraser. So one thing that you can do when you draw with vector, so let's select this layer. It gives you the option to convert it to a pixel layer. So if you look at that, it's kind of behind me right now. There's no way to change it because it was right here. There it is, right there. So there you go. and
there
so
you go.
there you go. Thank
Go on
you,
the other side. Thank
Jacob,
you.
for that. Thank you. So it's right there, and so when you do that, then you can use the pencil eraser to then get you some of that fuzziness. You know, kind of clean it up and have a gradient going on. So there it is. Okay, come on, there we go. And so I did that to the cheeks. There goes the cheek. As you can see, I have some errant artifacts here, and it's okay. I can always clean it up later.
I mean, could be a wrinkle.
No wrinkles, no.
No wrinkles.
But I did notice dip in the edges of your lip, of your mouth. And I was like, I need to have that. And so I messed up here because I have a big chunk of hair, which is still cool to have the dynamic hair. But I was like, oh, so I made sure that there was a dip on the other side. Like,
Nice.
gotta have it. And then that's right, Wade. In this case, DTN stands for details that matter. That's good. I like that.
Yes. Oh my goodness.
And it is
That's,
those
like,
details that's gonna make sure that when people see the drawing, they're like, oh, that is that person. I can tell. So here's where I went crazy with the eyes. So this is why I jumped into this.
Okay.
So I added another highlight layer. Let me see. No, let me see. Where is this?
So you've done a lot of pre-work for this. So
Yes.
how long does this take you usually to do all this? Just so the audience does not get discouraged that this is all done in an hour.
Well, right. It takes us several hours. And this is why I end up with, this is version 4, as you can see the title.
Okay.
Adobe Live San Francisco Vector version 4. Because you experiment, play around, and see what's going to happen. And you don't know for sure this is going to work until you jump into Illustrator with it.
Right.
So and the last thing I'm going to share is that I did 2 layers for the color of the hair. You see?
Yeah, that's really...
So all I did was duplicate the same layer that I already have, and then change the color, and then trimmed away some of it. So now I have 3 different color tones for the hair, plus the outline or black that has a reddish to it and stuff. And so there's the whole drawing, and there it is.
Wow.
Now, I do want to poll. I'm running out of time. Sorry. I want a poll to tell us what quote should it have on there, because one quote is chasing. It's on your
it's on my Instagram.
Yes.
Chasing, is it
creative
experiences?
Yes, chasing creative experiences, and the other one is connecting creatives. Something, and I thought I had
together. Oh my God, I should know this. I should know this.
Oh, where are you? And so I did want to add that, and you know what? Because it's not connecting, and I should have had it connected. It's all good. I'll grab it right now. So in the chat, I want people to tell us what it is, which one they want. So it is. Come on, here we go. Workflow. I have a lot of notes to myself.
This is live. So
this is it's happening in real life.
Recorded. Yes.
Chasing creative experiences, or should we use We Connect Creatives? That's it. Because in Ottawa, is that how you say it?
Yes, Ottawa. Yeah.
You have an organization for artists.
Yes, Ottawa Design Club.
Nice.
Oh,
and
you
so,
really did your research.
Well, you know.
Wow. This is great.
I want to know what I'm talking about sometimes. And so I said, well, there should be a quote and some logos and the social media RT
Izzy.
_ Izzy.
Yes, yeah.
And I said, okay, well, then I need to have room for those things in here. And so that's why I wanted to check on like what kind of context. It has to be context that fits Izzy. Otherwise, you know, like, who is this person? What is it? There it is. Chasing creative experiences, or We Connect Creatives. Your choice. All right, so that was the last piece there. And here's what I want you to know. I want you to know that you can go from Fresco to Illustrator anytime you want. So we're going to jump into Illustrator right now. So on the top right corner, let me see, there we go. On the top right corner, you'll notice the icon that has a little square with an arrow. That's publish and export, I guess. And it's asking, the menu asking you, what do you want to do? I want to open a copy. Now, of course, I am on a Surface. And amazingly, Adobe Fresco works in the Surface, so good for me. But if you're on the iPad, then you'll have 2 options. One, whether you can go to Illustrator on desktop or Illustrator on the iPad. So here's the desktop. I'm going to click on it, and it's going to work, do its magic. Boom. There it goes. Yours may not be as fast, depending on if it's using the same device. And there we go. Boom. Here goes Adobe Illustrator. And now I have my mouse. Thank you. And let's go here, and there it is. Wow. So now you can see all the layers of what it took to put this together. And it's a mess.
Just this is a work of art in itself. The
yes.
layers.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. Look at that. Boom. All of that. So let me unlock this. And there it is. So now I have my drawing. And so there's the reference images. There's the sketch. There's the background. Here goes the body and the hair. So let's do the Z. So I can click and drag and zoom in. I use the space bar to create the hand, and I can move this around. And now I can kind of see everything that's in here. So I did a bunch of highlights, a lot of different colors. As you can see, there goes some of the gradients, some highlights on the glasses and on the hair. Like, there it is. Bam.
Wow.
And it's all vector. Oh, that's not what I want. I want it. Come on, there we go. There it is. It's all vector.
Oh my, wow.
Yes. Boom. Okay, B. There.
I don't think I've ever seen that many anchor points all at once.
Yes. Yes.
Look at this. It's gorgeous.
Mm-hmm. Yes. And that's art in itself.
Yeah, it is. Yes.
Look at that
Just
art.
like, yeah. Everyone loves a good outline. Yes.
And there we go. So that is beautiful. And I'm going to add all of these. I do take screenshots while I'm working. So I will make a Behance project and add all these screenshots so that you can see my process and explain some of the ways that it took me to get here. And of course, 1 hour is never enough. So Adobe, we need like a whole day for me to just go through all of this in real time. All right, so there it is. So we have the artwork. And what I want to do now, I want to export this because I want to be able to use this high-res PNG and use it in any kind of social media post. And so here we go. Let me just select all of this. This is all the pieces for this image. I can click and drag, pull from the corner, and hold down Shift. And I do want to include the, well, I can just, it doesn't matter if it sticks out. There we go. And there we go, like that. So done. Now at this point, I can always make extra artboards, and let me just do one now, just because we can. Because how much time? We got 10 more minutes.
Yes. Yeah.
All right. Yes. Artboards.
10, 12 minutes.
All right. Good.
Yes.
So once you make an artboard, you hit. Well, hold on. Before you click enter, I need to see my my rulers. Recto ruler. There it is. Rulers. Thank you. Show rulers. I want my rulers to be in pixels. There it is. Thank you. So now, once I make a artboard, I click enter, and I can tell it what I want my artboards to be. 1920 by 1080, so we can make a thumbnail. That's going to be the basic, most easy thing to do. Click OK. There it is. And see now, make a new layer. This is going to be Izzy. I like your name. It's cool.
Thank you. There's a whole story behind the name Izzy.
Oh, yeah? Oh,
Yes.
Nice. I'm going to ask you about it later.
Yes, of course.
There you
Behind
go.
the scene.
And so I duplicated the Izzy folder by holding down the Alt key, clicking and dragging. So now I have an exact copy of it. And I can go like this. Look.
Wow.
Bam. And I can sit here and rework my design. There it is. Let's go here, lock these out. Boom, grab this. And this is something that I drew in Fresco, but there it is. There we go. Bam. And grab it.
And we have the results from the poll.
Oh, okay. What is it?
So chasing creative experiences
All right.
made the cut with 63%.
Wow, that's great. Chasing creative experience. I love that. I love good quotes. That's a great one.
Thank you.
Chasing creative experiences. Nice.
Thank you for everyone who participated in the poll, helping us create over here.
Yes. Because I get stuck and like, what should it be? This one? Should it be that one? And then I change my mind later.
I mean, changing your mind is only part of the process, right?
That's
So,
right. All right. So there it is. I got the text in here. We can always play around with the font, and but you're gonna have to watch that in the typography stream. There we go. Boom. So there's my signature. Gotta have my signature.
it.
Make sure you sign your work, please. Yes. We need to know who did this. All right, and then now I can play with, and I'm locking some of these layers, so it makes it real easy to make adjustments. Even though this one is in here, that can't be right. Where's this? I thought that was in there. Boom, path. There's that. Let me see. Where are you? I know I'm looking for you. Oh, I know what I did. I set it in the same layer. And as time goes on, the more time you spend drawing and doing your illustrations, the more you understand your own way of working with layers. There's no names in these layers. I'm sorry. But usually you want to make sure there are, you name your layers so it's easy to find things. And there it is. So now we can put that in there. Boom, chasing creative experiences. And let's change the color. And let's do one of these browns. There we go. There it is. And I can always turn down the opacity on the chasing. These are your friends right here. gradient, color. A lot of them are your friends, but this is it. Like this is where you really go to making adjustments to things. This is where I love spending time in Illustrator with my drawings, so then it can kind of end up giving it an extra pop. There you go. So let's save this. Save as. Oh, it's on the cloud. I can save it to the cloud if I want to, but right now I'm gonna say 5, and this is live. I saved lots and lots of versions of the same thing. Make sure you have your folders organized so that you know where to save things. See, look, there's Izzy, and there's a ton of stuff, and I experimented a lot of ways, and it's like, okay, let me do that. Boom, and okay. Now, I think I do have a second one already. Yes, right here. And I can show you a lot more works. So we connect creatives. Oh, that's what I want. I finished. But look, but there it is. Look, bam. So yeah, I was ready for either one. And so here you'll notice a lot more things. Oh, there's things missing. Yes. So there's a lot of things missing. So that wasn't it. Let me see which one it was. I know I did it. I did it lots of ways. Okay, there you go. Gradients. That's the one. That's what the word gradients. And the other one says complete. So in this one, what I did is I brought in a layer for the texture. So I have a texture. Adobe Stock, beautiful place to go and find images that you, in texture, so you can put it into your file. There it is. We do have, let's see, this is the text, so there it is. I don't know how you say your last name.
Oh, Poirier, it's French.
Oof, all right. Yes, I'm going to need some exercises.
It's like the R. It's the
Poirier.
Poirier. It's not bad.
That's close.
Not bad. Yeah.
I speak Spanish, so it's kind of close.
Yeah, exactly.
There's social media and a few icons. I just grabbed them off the internet. So that's the icons in text. Let me see. It should have been in there. There it is. That's that. And here's my texture. So let's go with the texture up on top. And finally, we connect. No, what was it? Chasing.
Chasing. Creative
there it goes. Boom.
Wow.
And so now you'll notice that here, and this is what I was talking about. Let me turn off the texture and open up. And this is, see here, I started to organize certain things. This hair, and there goes some shadows here.
Bruce is saying, I like that gradients behind the gradient behind Izzy's character. So yes, we can see there's like a radial gradient. At
That's
the
right.
back. Yes.
And I use the radial gradient here. That's right. There it is, off and on. And when you open up your gradient window, there it is. That's correct. It was the radial gradient. Oh yeah, I love gradients. Oh my gosh. Ooh. And this is, so I spent a lot of time planning the drawing, executing the drawing in Fresco, but you're not finished. You still got to take it into Illustrator, and then you can finish it off. Okay, so 10 more minutes or less. Okay, so now let's go ahead and leave all of this behind and jump into Adobe Express. So you can always jump into Creative Cloud Desktop, and from here, there's the web. You don't have to remember the link or nothing. Just launch it. Let's go.
Yes.
Boom. I love it. There you go. And so there are a couple experiments that I tried, but let's go ahead. It says start from your content, and you can bring in a Photoshop file if you like. And here I did a Photoshop version of this piece, and there's a bunch of layers right there. Now, there are some things that as a Photoshop user, Illustrator user, that you're used to that is not in Adobe Express, but that's okay because this is enough to get us started into something. And so here we go. It's converting. It's working. It's making things happen. We are connected to the internet. It's okay. You can do it.
It's a big file.
It is converting from Photoshop.
Yeah.
So let's pretend we're done, and then let's just open this on up because I do have it ready in here. And what I like is that I can see my layers on the right-hand side. But because of the way I brought this file in, it has all the different pieces, and it's as a layer and not together in a folder. So it's okay. I have another version right here, and then boom. And was this the one that we connect creatives? That's the one.
No, it was the other one, but that's okay. I mean, it's gorgeous.
And so here you'll notice I did the similar things as I did in the Illustrator file. I have the icons, and basically as soon as you save things into your computer, you'll be able to grab them. There goes the Izzy folder. I saved a few textures. I got the LinkedIn and Twitter X. One of these is gonna be Instagram and so on. And then so you just put things together in a folder so that later, and I did an export. There it is, an export of a PNG. Boom. So that I can bring it in to wherever I want and use it anytime I want. So I will be sharing some of these files with you.
Oh my gosh.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh, yeah, seriously, thank you. Like, again, it's like I feel like it's my birthday. I'm like, this was like such an amazing like stream. Like,
Yeah.
I hope for all of you, but it was definitely for me.
For all of you. This is for all of you out there. Yes. Way to cuff says it pulls focus. Oh, that's right.
So
The gradient does pulls the focus into the character. Correct. And stuff. And it's not centered. You want to play in that rule of thirds and all the typography and graphic design fundamentals. We got to put it together, which is why I like to just draw. I said, I don't want to think about all those things. I just want to draw. I spend a lot of time drawing. But here you go. The same thing we have.
Wow.
Now here, what I like about Adobe Express is that you don't have to think about all these shapes and all these things because they're all here. There's a lot of files and access to things that you can use for to include in your design, including in the back, in the very background, I have an ocean beach and all I did is turn down the opacity. There you go, see that? And I clicked on multiply for my blend. So there it is, normal. There it is, 100%. And so all I did was turn down the opacity, make sure it was on multiply. So it's really more of a texture. Yes.
Yeah,
and
really
it doesn't take away from the main focus, right? And then you don't want to fight. You don't want the text and the character to fight for space. So they each had this side. And if I could, I would have moved this corner, this arrow from the text box a little lower so it's kind of more even with the face. However, I could, and this is what I'm looking for from Adobe Express, is how can I put all these into one folder, please?
You can group.
I'm trying to select at the same time.
If you hold your the command key and you select a few, and then you can actually group them just with command G.
Okay, so command G. Oh, well. First, I hit control and then select. Oh.
So if you actually I think it's command. You hold command and you select a few layers.
I select a few layers at the same time. Yeah, so it's only selecting one at a time.
Or shift.
Or shift. Let me see.
Try shift.
Somebody out there knows. They're like, Dan. Yeah.
We did it earlier.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay. Well, we're gonna need Goldie in here to show us.
Goldie, please save us. It's okay. She's coming next.
Yes. Well done. We connect creatives. Okay. Thank you, Bruce. So there it is. Most of the information as I had in the Illustrator file is here. And the last thing I want to show, because we only got 2 more minutes, is that look, you click on the ad on the top right. I'm pretty sure somebody's covered this before, but you can duplicate the design, and you can have a different version, or you can say resize. This is the one I really like, resize, and I can say, let me make this an Instagram story, and then duplicate and resize in the bottom left corner. So now it gives me another one right here, down here in the bottom. It showed up right here. Double click it, let's go. And now I can move all these things around. And I did put a lock on it because I didn't want no one messing with it. So there it is, unlock. There it is, let me see.
You can resize it.
Yes, I can resize all these things. There you go, unlock that. And then now I can resize it into the other design ideas that I had. Remember I said I had other design ideas? Well, this is when I put them together. And there we go. Now, of course, I can spend a few minutes working this out. You guys let me know what you think about it. If you're going to try this out, if you need extra tips or tricks on how to get this done, make sure you check me out, Delta Tango Mike, and the Creative Genius on Behance.
There was a lot of love in the chat during this whole stream. Thank you so much, DTM. I mean, thank you from the bottom of my heart for doing this. This was amazing. And please check out DTM's Behance profile. It is a gold mine for the eyes. And up next, we will be back with DTM again and Goldie Chan. Stay tuned.
That's right. You got us all day.
Yes.
Fun times. Oh, man. I'm enjoying myself.
Me too. This is so
good.
fun.
This is good. And I'm just going to... Hello, everybody. How are you doing today? I'm glad you are back here with us because we're back.
We're back. High
We're
five.
back. There you go. Bam. Let's go. Teamwork.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
That's right. That's right. So I am joined by Goldie. Hello, Goldie. How are you doing today?
Hello, I am doing absolutely great. I got to eat a snack in between my session
There you go.
while watching yours, and you were so great.
Oh.
Your drawing was so fun. I have to go back and rewatch that one.
Oh, okay. Good. Good. And you know what? I'm thinking I want to do a drawing like you too because of
Yes.
the hair.
Yes,
Oh.
which once again, you can't see because my hair is teal. So look at this. It looks like I'm holding nothing, but as you can attest, I'm holding my hair.
Right. It's something there. It's
There's
beautiful.
something there.
There we go. You can see
It's
a little
beautiful.
bit right there. Nice.
Barely see it.
Nice,
Barely hear
nice.
it.
That's right. So I am DTM. We're joined by Goldie, and what are we gonna do today, Goldie?
Today, we are going to make a stop motion carousel on Instagram. And this is going to be fun because I always like audience participation and participation from my friend over here.
Yes.
So together, we are going to make this.
Make it happen.
And
oh my gosh.
What we are going to do, the subject of today is we are going to make a stop motion carousel specifically on our intentions for the new year. Because I was just here earlier talking about the Lunar New Year. So I want to put out what are our intentions? What are we hoping for? And we're going to make that into graphical form because we are awesome and artists and on Adobe
That's
Live.
good.
Right?
That's good. I like that. It's like a mood board. What did they
It's
do?
a moving mood board.
Yes.
TM.
There you go. That's right.
Trademark that. We got it. We're lining up our next merch line.
That's right. There you go.
Our next collab line. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna start in square for this one. We're gonna create from scratch because I love creating from scratch. Okay.
Yes.
So I want to think, what is our color for the year? Let's start with a good basic color for our backdrop. What are you feeling like?
I feel teal.
I mean, don't
This
even.
is right
You're
there.
killing me up. I love teal. Of course you do. Okay,
Right.
so I'm gonna go ahead and go into abstracts and textures, and in fact, I see this first one
There it is.
is teal, unless I'm mistaken, which I don't think I am. So
And it looks like hair. I think
it looks
they're,
like hair.
they're feathers, but it looks like hair.
I think it looks like.
That's nice.
So we're gonna start with this beautiful backdrop, and what we're gonna do is we are going to create 10 amazing images, and we are going to basically animate through those different images. So we can start one way, which is we can start with all the images all at once, and we subtract, or we can start with one image and we add. I'm an adder.
You're an adder.
Are
I'm
you
a
a subtractor?
I'm a subtractor because I like dumping it all out, and then the design sometimes speaks to me.
Yeah.
But if you know
Yeah.
what you're already going to do, then I'm an adder because then I already know like certain
Yeah.
things that I need.
I
in
absolutely
here.
don't know what
So-
I'm going to do. So
okay.
we are going to start then. Let's do it a new way. I love learning live on camera, and
There you
that's
go.
what we're here for. Is
Yes.
Adobe Live. We're going to do this live,
That's right.
and I want to add, because we are going to do 10 different slides, I'm going to add in 10 different elements
In 1
that
hour.
in 1 hour that are things that we're going to animate. So
Okay.
we are going to hold on to your hats because we are I'm gonna hold on your hat, you're gonna hold on mine. We're gonna go for it.
Okay.
Okay, so what is one thing, and I'm gonna retitle this because once again, I'm always so bad at titling my projects. So we're going to do New Year Hope.
That's right. There you go.
New Year Hope. Okay, so what is one thing that you're hoping for? I'm gonna start with one of mine.
Okay.
While you
think of something.
Think about that. So I'm gonna throw in something some of us might like. Cash money.
Money. Yes. Yes.
Cash money.
I didn't want to go there, but
I know.
I was thinking that.
So you and I, same page. Okay, so this is our first element. This is our first of 10. We got to go fast. So you got to
Okay. Travel.
travel. Okay.
Yes.
So how can we represent travel? Probably maybe a plane.
Plane. Yes.
Is that
yes.
good?
I like riding
Okay,
planes.
which
to
one
get
of these?
somewhere.
This paper plane?
Yeah. Let me see. That second one on the left.
Second one on the left. This little
That's
one?
the right. That's the one on the right. But
Ooh, we're backwards.
there we go.
This one?
That one. Yes. Because it's taking off.
Yes. And I'm going to just flip this because I kind of like let's just edit.
Oh, there you go. That's cool. That's
so
right. So it's coming in.
We're placing all of these images because we're going to subtract, like we said about before. So in case you're wondering what we're doing, we're going to place 10 images and we're going to subtract.
That's right.
Okay, so what else should we do? I'm also, I'm a writer.
Okay.
So I'm going to do a pencil, even though I rarely write with pencils, but I'm gonna hope for writing,
Or drawing. It can stand for drawing.
It can stand for drawing.
It's a
so
creative
I
thing.
feel like this works for both of us. Put this one over here. What else? What else should we add?
Beaches.
Beaches.
Yes, I love the sand. I love the water.
Okay, let's see what we get with beach.
I like it sunny.
Okay, which one of these? Ooh, should we do this? Let's do some palm.
Let's go. That's right. There you go.
There we go.
Yeah.
We're gonna put it by the trees because we're traveling.
This is the
go to
result
the beach.
of the money that we get from doing the writing and drawing.
Yes.
That's it. There goes the story.
Whoop, whoop. I'm just drawing it. I'm making that motion. Yes.
There you go.
Yes. Okay. So we got 4 items. Okay, maybe I was a little ambitious. Maybe we'll just do 6. Let's just do 6. Okay, 2 more things that we are hoping for, that we want for this year. One thing that I always break and I always need more of is electronics.
Oh my, I love it.
Right?
And we were just talking about that.
We were just talking about it.
We have a Surface and we have a Mac.
Yeah, so and I actually have both.
That's
but
right.
I want a computer. You know what? I'm not a fan of that one. Sometimes
that one looks a little behind the times.
So we got to get something better. Like, ooh, what do you think? This
Yes,
one?
there you go.
A Game Boy?
Oh my gosh.
Wait.
Yes, that's retro.
Okay,
That's,
you know what?
That's part of the play.
This
The play.
this is just part of having fun. Let's
Yes.
just add it to our fun. Having fun. This is the work column. We got the work side, and then we have the having fun. We have 6.
Yes.
You know what? Let's do lucky number 7. What's one more thing that we can hope for? Good health.
Oh, no, of course.
Yes, thank you in the
your
chat.
Your health is your wealth. That's right. Good answer. Thank you,
okay.
Bruce. What's up, D? Wade in the house. Trey. And El Cat, thank you for your comment earlier.
Okay, I'm gonna turn. I just we like to turn things.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, yes.
Get a little swivel.
Give it a little dynamic feel to it.
Okay, and then also because I'm a cheese ball, I'm going to see, and I'm not an artist. As you saw, this amazing human next to me is a beautiful artist. I'm not. So I'm going to use Adobe to look up a man.
All right, let's get a man. What's up, Dana?
This is going to represent you. This is you.
What? The gingerbread man. That's right.
Do you like this? Okay. Do you want that one?
Yes.
Because I think this is.
Yes.
This to me feels, we only just met,
Oh,
but
yeah,
I already know
right.
this is absolutely you. This is you 2024.
I like having fun. I love having fun.
Okay. And then I'm just gonna type this in, and this is just gonna represent me. Oh,
Okay.
see, I want something like the gingerbread. Why is there no women gingerbread man? Okay, we're gonna scroll down.
Keep looking. There's lots of images.
There's lots of
Take
images.
Your time. Yes.
I'm gonna take my time because sometimes you gotta scroll. Sometimes we live in the scroll.
That's right. Yes, that's right.
Yeah. I don't know about you know what? This isn't even good enough.
There you go.
Wait,
active. That's right.
It's almost like we're playing catch with each other. Okay, so this is our fine, and you gotta add some text. Always gotta add some text.
Thank you, Clarissa. Clarissa said it looked like a Cookie Monster. And Blue Worker Bunny, that's right.
Wait, I love that you actually have the dab. Yes.
That's right, I got the dab.
Drop it in chat.
Bruce in the house.
Drop
and,
it in the
Wade
chat.
says gingerbread daps. That's right. Gingerbread daps. These are a lot of good words. We need to save them.
We need to. When you and I make our line of limited edition.
Yes.
Somethings.
We need to have all these words.
We're gonna have
in.
all this. So, because I'm lazy, which if you watched on the last stream, I'm a big fan of delays. I think it is great to reuse things that already exist on Adobe Express. That's the point of Adobe Express.
Right.
So I'm going to take the perfect banana bread recipe, which is quite 2024 aspirational, and we're going to make this instead into 20. Whoop. We're going to select the right layer first. 2024 inspiration. I'm spelling live, so please. I know I write for a living, but please forgive me for spelling things wrong if I do.
And that's how it is when you're live. That's how it works.
Because we are
It's live.
I am literally doing this live. I did not know that we were going to do a gingerbread dab. I'm just throwing that out there. I'm just as shocked as you all that we dabbed with the gingerbread.
That's right.
Yeah.
There
So
you go.
I want to end up with something that looks like our end screen. Okay. So once
very
again,
good. And I like how it's interacting with the other elements. Like the gingerbread is off the edge of that rectangle. Yes.
So we just want, I know this, whoops. Oh, I moved the background. Oh, there we go. Okay. So I know that this looks a little, you know what I should be doing? I should be locking my layers.
Lock your layers.
Lock it. Get it on
Yeah.
lock.
Mm-hmm.
Hashtag lock. Throw a lock in the chat. I am so bad about locking my layers sometimes. And then I'm like, why is this moving around? Because I didn't lock that layer. I did not lock that layer. Okay. So what we're going to do is, this is our final screen. We took 12 minutes to design our final screen.
Okay.
Now we are going to go backwards in time.
Backwards in time. Right. Because that's what I was thinking that you would do, is have all the things and then slowly take away to make the 10, because this is a lot.
Let's do it.
It's a lot.
So
Let's go.
here's what we're going to do. We are going to go ahead and we're going to duplicate. Okay. So I'm going to duplicate one. Now, if we see, I want this one, this is our final resting point. This is our stopping zen place.
Where it ends.
Okay, where it ends. So we're going to remove an element with each slide and or move an element. So I'm going to take this little guy and I'm going to move it just a little bit. We're going to move it slightly, some pixels. I'm going to move, actually, in fact, I'm going to move them kind of in this opposite directions. And I'm just going to move each of these a little bit. And you'll see what ends up happening at the end. It is a big surprise because we all love some good surprises. We all love to see cool stuff happen live.
Yes.
And I hope you are all pleasantly surprised by this. Okay, so what I did there was I just moved some things around. And then we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna duplicate this slide again.
All right.
Okay. So once again, this is our, just so you keep track, this is our final slide. This is where we're going to end.
Okay. That's right.
So
that's 3
we're
of
going to
3.
do, we should label, because I'm terrible at labeling.
Yeah.
We're final 10 out of 10.
10
Woo!
out of 10. That's right.
Okay. So
All
then
right.
this one is not final, 9 out of 10. And then this one is still not final.
Not final.
8 out of 10.
8 out of 10.
Okay.
Okay. So every
we're
time you
getting
add
there.
one, it's gonna go in the front.
Yep.
I got it.
Okay.
I
So
got
I'm
it.
gonna go
That's
ahead and
cool.
start by
Taking something out.
That's
a lot of hard work. Take a break.
gotta take a break. Let's stretch, always to stretch. I know some of you are really sedentary. In fact, all of you with me right now, let's stretch.
Let's go.
Stretch. Oh yeah. Stretch out the hands. Everything gets stiff. Okay. I know we all broke a sweat just there.
Roll your shoulders.
Roll your
There you go.
shoulders. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to keep turning these, and you'll see why at the end, but I'm going to turn these a little bit, and I'm going to hop this out. And these, all I'm doing right now is I'm just moving everything up and down on our shared inspiration board.
Yes.
And we are going to go ahead and we're going to duplicate this again. And I'm going to call this, we're almost there to just get something even done. This is still not final. I want to be true to the artists that are watching this. Still not final.
I wasn't sure where you were going with that. I was like, we don't do that, but yes, we do.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But let's be honest. Clients.
Yes.
Clients do that. Still not final.
Right.
Final.
Right.
Final one.
Right.
Final 1A.
Final January. Final February.
Okay, so as you can see, my 7 and my 8 are pretty much, they're the same right now. So, and once again, I love to animate. I love to drop in an animation, but we're not going to do that here because when we put on Instagram, it's going to animate itself. And that's the
Yes,
really fun,
yes.
exciting thing. So
Yes.
in between this one and this one, I'm going to go ahead and just delete another element. In this case, I'm going to do the plane. And I want you, if you can, in chat, drop in an emoji of something that you're hoping for. Yes, I do that all the time. Yeah, see, I know. Everybody's saying that they do that all the time. Of course you do. Of course, everyone does. Still not final.
Right.
Okay, so as you can see, I'm just going to go back and forth so you can see it live. Woo! Spirit fingers.
So in the chat, you let us know what you're looking for in 2024.
Yeah, what
There's
are you
still
looking
time
for?
to just go ahead and throw it out there into the universe. Say, universe, bring this to me this year. Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's do this.
Go. I think that there's so much good stuff that we can hope for because it's only February 1st and we have
That's right.
so much.
It is February. I forgot.
Yeah. You're like, where am I even? Who are you?
There's still time.
We kidnapped him from his studio and we brought him here to Adobe Live just to teach you some stuff. And we said, if you don't teach them, you can't go home.
That's right. There you go. We'll lock you in the room till you teach something.
And you did. You
That's
taught
right.
people,
Thank
which
you,
is
thank you.
exciting. Okay, so we are page 1 of 4. And we got some time.
We got time. Yes.
So now we're going to take a break and we're going to think, okay, what do we do? More stuff, more repetitive stuff. And I love this because now this is truly animation because it is so repetitive. Okay, so this one, I'm going to delete the still not final.
Right.
Because this one is going to be 7 out of 10. So let's go ahead and call this one, oops, file name.
Ooh.
6 out of 10. I'm just trying to name these after things I've seen from clients before because they are so hilarious. So this one is 6 out of 10. And once again, I like to just double check. Is this the same as the last one? Absolutely. So once again, we're going to take one element away. I'm going to take away this pencil.
Okay.
And as you can see, everything else is the same. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to move some stuff. We're just going to keep moving some stuff, and there will be a reason why we do this later.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
Okay, so we're 1 out of 5.
Okay.
And I want to go ahead and I just want to show you what this kind of looks like. And you probably already get the idea of what it'll look like. I can't switch that fast.
This is frame by frame animation.
We're doing frame by frame animation. We're basically Pixar Studio, you and I.
I say it, coming to a theater near you.
Coming to a theater near you. 2024 inspiration. Still not final.
There you go. Right.
Still not final. Underscore final. Underscore 1. Okay, so we now have our first 5 pages. If you are still watching, pat yourself on the back because you made it through 5 pages of this.
There you go.
And I'm so excited. And I want to lose the dab the last. So that's the last. When we get to the very end, we're gonna have that element to start.
Okay.
Because we're going backwards, which, as I told you before, is not the way I like to do it because I'm a maximalist and I like to just drop and go. I like to just drop the mic and.
There you go. That's right.
Okay.
Make a big splash.
Make a big splash. Okay, so we're gonna duplicate this again. So we called this one, oops, file name 6 out of 10. I'm gonna call this one. This one will be 5 out of 10. So we're going to call this one file name. I'm going to run out of funny things to say by the next one.
So in the chat already, Jacob says still version 20, still not final.
Oh.
Version 1. And don't forget the underscores.
We're, okay, V20, still not final. V1.
There you go.
5 out of 10.
That's it.
You just contributed, Jacob, to an Adobe Live. You are now famous.
That's it.
Please screenshot this and send this to your mother.
Uma Corn in the house. What's up? Tyrone says he wants some money and health.
Yes.
That's right.
That's
money
what we
and
want.
health.
Yes.
That's right.
Okay, so we are going to let's delete the laptop next. You know, because we like the money and the health and the vacation, right? So now, as you can see, once again, I am just this person. I always like to go back and forth when I'm doing these kind of animations.
You gotta check. That's right.
You gotta check and make sure. And do they look the same? Yes.
Okay.
So once again, we are just gonna move. We're just gonna
Little slowly.
little slow. Now, if I was truly doing still by still animation, I've actually done claymation animation before, which is
Wow.
exhausting.
Yes, I believe it.
But with this, we can be a little less precise, which is kind of nice. So we're gonna just keep moving things, and I'm gonna keep moving that one. Okay, and we're on page, we have 6 out of the 10. We actually have some time, so this is really, really exciting. Wait, we have somebody else did a little food emoji. Yes.
Oh, yes, there you go.
Continued happiness. That's a great goal.
That's
right?
great. That's right.
I love
is
that
great.
goal. That's such a great goal.
Good job, Blue Worker Bunny.
So we're gonna keep adding because this tutorial is all about pain. It is all about the fact that we gotta keep doing this manually. But as you can see, I could do this a lot faster, but I'm talking too much.
No,
So
right.
if I was talking less, I'd be faster.
It'd be done.
It'd be faster if I was focused. So we're gonna call this one, because we're literally going backwards. It's really funny to me. V2 final _final _ V2.
There you go.
V21 final underscore.
V2.
Does this make any sense whatsoever? No. No. And I'm doing this because we don't need to see the file names at the end. Thank you to everybody please donate more file names, and YouTube could
That's
be
right. There you go in the
Adobe
chat.
Live famous.
Join us in the chat. Let
Join
us
us
know
in
what
the
you
chat.
got going on there.
Okay, so
Umacorn have food and another emoji that I can't tell what it is.
What is that emoji? Is that a lock and a key?
It looks like
Oh, is that a hand waving? Hey, we're gonna hand wave. Hand wave, hey.
Yes, the last one is a hand wave.
Okay, so as you can probably see, what am I doing? I am removing elements
Food.
and moving elements, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So we have
Removing and moving.
7 out of 10 pages, and we are going to do 10 total.
Mm-hmm. That's a lot.
That's a lot. That's a lot. I'm gonna take a sip of water. You should stay hydrated. If you're an
Yes.
artist, you should always be hydrated.
And stretch out a little bit, and there you go.
Get your stretches in, feel a little, get a little movement going. Okay, so we are animating by hand. It feels like we're in the 1980s, 1970s. When did they still animate by hand at the different studios? I don't even know anymore.
Right. It's
60s?
definitely changed, but there's a lot of
50s.
stuff in the 50s. When computers came along.
A couple years before I was born, in the 50s. All right, so we're gonna keep going. So we have now, this one looks the same as this one. Well, we can't have that. We need, oh wait, no, they're slightly different. See, this is why we name our layers, because I just realized this one is different than this one. So we are good. We're gonna add one more page to this. We got a couple more pages to go. We're gonna add one more pages.
Boom.
Woo! And then we're gonna call this one,
Let's see. Somebody in the chat needs to start giving us some
you
names.
guys need to start giving
File
us more names.
That's right.
Yeah.
Come on, Bruce, Umacorn, Catherine, Wade, Blue
I'm going
Worker
to call
Bunny,
this one
Clarissa,
Angry Client
Jack.
3 out of 10.
Angry Client.
I'm just saying, we all have been there. Okay, so this one is the 3 out of 10 layers. So we're actually getting so close. So we're going to just do this. We're going to do this.
Right.
And then we have our dab. And we're going to move this little guy, move this little guy. We're going to move this down. Yes, hand animation, absolutely, Wade, is definitely still a thing. And I love seeing it. I actually saw somebody who just animated with sand.
Oh, wow.
Isn't that cool? So like layer by layer with sand. Beautiful.
Yes.
Just beautiful stuff.
Yes.
I just saw it at an animation festival. Okay, so as we can see, once again, we just have like a little bit of difference between this one and that one, but that's what we want. We want just like a little bit of difference
Just
between.
a tiny bit.
just
We have some more suggestions.
Yes.
Can't open the file version 3.
Okay, these are the last. Yes, because we need 2 more. So these are the 2. You just won the lottery, Daniel and Oliver. Okay, so we are going to duplicate this again, and I'm going to call this one. We are going to delete this. 2 out of 10. Okay, this one is going to be called, what was that? Can't
open the file.
Can't
version 3.
open the file. I'm going to make it one word 2 because that makes it more annoying.
Right. It's angry too.
2 out of 10, I believe we're on. And I'm going to double check. We're 2 out of 10. Yeah, 3 out of 10, 2 out of 10. Okay, can't open the file. Yeah, one word because you don't know how to use spacebar.
Right. don't have Adobe Express. Why?
Yep. You don't know. Okay, so we're gonna move this so it's almost even out of frame, and then I'm gonna move these two little guys so they're just right in the center, and then this one is gonna be almost out of frame, and what I'm gonna do is crop it. We're gonna cheat a little bit. Woo!
There you go.
Kids don't cheat at school, but cheat at this.
It's a shortcut.
Yeah.
And we break the rules. Once you know the rules, we break the rules.
Once you know the rules, you can break the rules. If you don't know the rules, you can't break the rules.
That's right.
You don't
How do you know?
How do you know what to break? And
then
so
that means you're just doing it wrong.
Yeah. Also, I'm letting you know, high fives count as exercise.
There you go. That's right.
I just spent 3 calories doing that.
There you go. Log it in.
Woo! Log it in. Log it in your Fitbit or whatever app you use.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're almost there. We're 27 minutes into this tutorial, and we're almost done animating.
Oh my
gosh. Can you believe it?
Oh my gosh.
Can
this
you
is how
believe
easy
it?
it is.
This is
by
how
jumping onto Adobe Express.
This is how easy it is to jump on Adobe Express. And what we might do is I might show you a second animation if we have time.
Okay.
Of something that is not even inspiration board, but is actually an animation. We're gonna do that because that is also fun. It's important to learn when cheating is right. I don't even want to get into the logistics of that. So, yes.
Yes, when cheating is right. That's right.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, so we are page 1 out of 9, and we're gonna add one more. We're gonna add our last one. I can't believe we're already here. Home stretch. Okay, what was that other title, my friend?
The other one was Untitled _5.
Okay, wait. You gotta tell me as I type because it's gonna be, untitled.
5.
Oops, untitled. Almost better that there's spelling mistake, honestly.
Yeah.
Untitled.
5 final.
5 final.
Copy.
Restored.
You know what happens sometimes? You turn off the computer by accident.
Sometimes you restore it. And Bruce, if I do another one, I will absolutely use that.
Wrong layer.
Yeah, we're gonna do. I like the wrong layer. So good.
Yeah.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do here is, I'm just gonna delete this.
Okay.
I don't need to move it anymore.
Right.
I'm just deleting.
That's it.
It's a vibe. Deletion can be a vibe. Okay, so we're gonna move this. I want these to start center. Now we're gonna do this live because we literally designed these together. So I didn't pre-make this. I'm gonna upload this onto my Instagram, Goldie Cylon. But here's what we're gonna do. We are going to download.
All right.
Okay, so we're gonna download all the pages.
Nice.
And we're gonna download this. And once again, I should have cleaned my computer, cleaned my phone. So I pre-apologize for all that. Whatever you see, I apologize already for it. Okay, so we're downloading it. Yay!
Yay!
New Year hope. And then we are going to find where are my downloads? Oh no, I can't find my downloads.
You gotta organize your folders on your computer.
This is literally what you were just saying. And I wasn't listening to you because I was like, I don't need that.
Yeah.
I don't.
He's not talking to me.
He's not talking to me. He was looking into camera and he was like, Goldie, you need to organize your files. Okay.
If you click on the browser, there's an icon, but you got it if you found something.
So we are just gonna.
There it is.
We're gonna do it the backwards way. I'm gonna drag this onto my desktop.
Okay.
Whoop.
Boom, boom, boom. Big ups to all of you watching this on YouTube.
Yeah.
Make sure you like and subscribe. We also stream on Behance. Behance.net is free to join Behance. Get your Behance account. It's part of the Creative Cloud.
Get your Behance going.
That's right. And if you're an artist or creative of any kind, traditional or digital, just go ahead and start adding your projects to your Behance account so we can all admire your work. Share it with the community here in Behance.
Okay, I love what happened here. It downloaded each of these
into one folder individual.
Into
oh my gosh.
folders.
That's a lot.
Okay. You know what?
It's probably the settings, the way you had the settings, download
settings. It's 100% settings, and this is why you should check your settings. Don't be me.
Good lesson to learn live.
Good lesson to learn live. Don't be
right.
Goldie. check your setting. You know? Check.
But do follow Goldie.
But do follow
on
Goldie.
Instagram.com/Goldie Cylon. That's right.
We're going to do this. We're going to drag and drop. We're dragging and dropping. We're dragging and dropping.
Right.
I'm hoping I'm not losing any, but we're going to see if I accidentally did. We are dragging and dropping. We are dragging and dropping.
Yeah.
Whoops. We're
Little by
dragging. Little by little, we're gonna make some magic happen.
Make it happen. That's right.
Okay. So now I'm gonna go over to my phone.
And
I'm going to see on my phone the different layers that hopefully are already there and already live.
And in order.
Okay, so let's switch over to my phone.
And the name is 10PNG now. Yeah, so some of these names have changed. Some of them kept it. Oh, look at that.
Ooh, so cool. Okay,
Yes.
ignore my screenshots, guys. I also wrote an Archie comic. Okay, so we're gonna do this. We're gonna.
That's a picture of my wife right there.
And
You
that's
taking pictures of my
right.
wife?
Yeah, look at I'm gonna scroll down because look how beautiful she is.
Oh, thank you.
Look how beautiful she is. Almost as beautiful as you.
Oh, thank you. Make a great
Almost.
We make it great. Oh,
1, 2. Okay.
Here it is.
We're
All
counting.
10 images.
1, 2, 3. Whoop. 1, 2,
right.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, 10. Wait. 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay,
3
we're
by
good.
3 is 9, and then that one is 10.
Okay, so we go into my Instagram. This is my real Instagram.
All right.
We're doing
Go
this
follow
live.
now. Go follow
now. Goldie Cylon, because I like Battlestar Galactica because I'm a huge nerd. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. I'm going to show you how to do this live.
Okay.
We select 1,
All right.
2,
2,
count with me, 3,
3,
4, 5, 6,
6,
7, 8,
9,
10. Okay.
Calm
Okay.
Calm down. All right.
Okay.
All right. Got me
Both you and I
got
went
me
to
hyped.
both you and I went to elementary school now. I'm sure our 3rd grade teacher is real happy that we can count to 10.
That's right. They did their job.
They did their job.
They did their job.
They did their job. Okay. So now it might look confusing because you're like, oh, what did you do? You just uploaded a bunch of pictures. What does that
did.
even mean?
Right.
Yeah, this is nothing. It's nothing now, but it will be something.
Wait for it.
Just wait for it. Okay, so we're going to go next. And we should always properly caption. And I should have saved the caption, and I absolutely did not. So we're going to do 2020. I'm going to type this out right now.
Sure.
2024 inspiration. Oops, no. Not how you spell inspiration. Inspirational.
It'll fix it for you.
Mood board. That's not how you spell board. With and then I'm going to tell Delta Tango Mike.
That's right.
Because that's who I'm sitting with.
That's right.
And you should always tag other people you collaborate with. That's just a nice thing to do with artists.
That's right. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And because he's wearing blue and my hair is teal, you can't tell. We're going to do a blue.
Oh, look at that. Yes.
We're going to do a friend heart.
That's right.
We're going to do a friend heart. And then I'm going to throw in some of these emojis of stuff we hope for. Look, we got
look at that.
boom.
Bring it all
Pizza.
in together. That's right. Pizza,
I
that's
hope you
right.
like
Good
pizza
food.
because I would throw that in there too. And then, maybe we want a hashtag. You know what a great hashtag is? Adobe
What's that?
Live.
That's right. Adobe Live.
And
That's
then
right.
also, because we're making it in this Adobe
Express. Love it.
Love it.
Oh my
Love
gosh.
it. Okay. And then,
I'm gonna go like this right now.
I'm gonna toss in the first music. It's just gonna be feeling good. I'm not even gonna listen to that because I already know it's
Just
good.
Whichever one pops
And
up.
I'm gonna share that. I'm gonna keep Instagram open until it's finished posting. And now you can see, embarrassingly, what I definitely watch on Instagram. Okay, and then I'm gonna show you the coolest thing. So we're 35 minutes in, and let me show you what it's like to make stop motion in Adobe Express.
Okay, I thought that's what we were making, but
ready?
no. Okay. Oh my gosh, there it is.
There it is. There it is. And it goes backwards and
Uh-huh.
forwards. And I don't know if you ever saw these. I remember when I was a kid, we had these little flip books.
Yes.
The paper flip books. If you ever want to make animation on paper, you literally just draw a drawing and then slightly move it, and you can make your own flip books at home. This is a digital flip book. Look at us. We're partying.
Wow, that's right.
2024 partying. Look at us together. You're
Yeah.
dabbing away. You're dabbing away.
That's right. That's right.
And I'll tell you this, I made another one of these and it has huge engagement. Why?
Oh, wow.
Because this is silly and fun.
Mm-hmm,
Like, look how fun this is to do this, just moving back and forth. I'm going to show you another one that I also made. We're going to scroll. Oops, let's not look in my feed.
Boom,
This
boom,
was
boom.
another thing I made. But let's look at another mood board I also made. Same concept. So this was the mood board I made for myself.
Oh, look at that.
Look at that.
Oh, yes.
Finish strong.
Boom.
Boom. Similar stuff. A
That's
lot
right.
of very similar stuff. I'm so glad you guys like this. And in fact, we have a little bit of time. So I'm going to go back to Adobe Express.
Okay.
And we're going to create one more animation.
All
okay?
right. Yes.
So
let's do this.
I love having extra time because it's always extra creation. So let's go back to my laptop. Thank you
There
so
it is.
much. And we're going to exit out of New Year Hope.
Thank you, Borderline. Says love it.
Oh, yay. Thank you
On
so
YouTube.
much.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you, Wade, too.
Waste is fun.
And look, your wife's famous. She's famous.
That's right. She's famous now. That's right,
She's
Bruce.
famous. Okay. Let's get wild here.
Let's go.
Let's create from a template.
Oh, right. Let's
Right?
do it. Yes.
Yes,
It's-
because I think so many times we don't think having an existing template, we can just create from it. But I'm going to take, let's just take one of these first things. Game day.
Boom.
Boom. We're playing the games. It's game day. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, so what we're gonna do is, normally what I would do, I'll show you what I would do, is I would just go into animation and I would just breathe a little bit. I would just do that. But we're not gonna do animation today. We're gonna do stop motion today. We're gonna change it up a little bit. So once again, I want some of those titles that we got from
There you go.
before. I'm gonna title this one Super Cool Goldie because somebody just put that in. 10 out of 10. Okay, I might not do 10 this time,
Okay.
just because we already know what we're doing. But let's go ahead and we're gonna duplicate this one again, and I'm gonna name this layer is gonna be called Super Rad.
Oh,
Oh wait,
I like that's good.
DTM.
Oh wow! Oh,
You're
I'm
famous.
in. I'm in.
You're famous.
I made it.
I didn't want to blow the top off, but now you're famous.
Look at me now.
Look at you now. You
That's
have
right.
a layer named after you. You have a layer named after you. So this one too, we're gonna go backwards. We're gonna subtract. But how do we subtract on an existing thing? Well, once again, we can move. Think about animation. So we can move things up, down, side, or turn them. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna move this slowly up. I'm gonna move this one slowly down.
Okay.
Okay. And then we just go ahead and we are going to duplicate this again.
And go back to the first one.
And we're gonna delete this and we're gonna go super neat. And then I'm gonna throw somebody's name in chat. Bruce.
All right, Bruce.
Bruce.
Yeah. That's why you gotta leave some comments in the chat so we can see your name. Boom. You
Yeah,
never
if
know
you-
how it works.
If you leave your name in the chat, I
Oh.
guarantee I will embarrassingly throw you up on screen. Or if you're sitting next to me.
You're gonna get a shout out at
You're
the
gonna get
very
a shout
least.
out.
That's
You're gonna
right.
get a shout out. Okay, so what I've been doing is this whole time I am basically moving it in. So if you can see, it's really incremental. But this way the text will come in. And that's how to think about animation when you're doing animation like this. And once again, you can do it from something amazing like a simple template that already exists.
Right. And that's what I love about Adobe Express, that it has all these templates in there. You can find something that hits your mood. You don't have to think about what's it going to look like. Just understand how you feel.
Understand how you feel. Get that feeling going, that
And,
good
and
feeling.
see what attracts your eye.
That good
That's right.
feeling.
That's
Okay,
a good
so we're
feeling.
gonna move. We're gonna keep going. And I know this is not necessarily the most exciting part of this, but it is really exciting because what you get at the very end is something that is completely animated. And that's so cool because it is something that somebody can go through your page. And once again, it actually increases engagement on that specific Instagram post because this is a new thing that not a lot of creators are doing. So I'm letting you know right now, I have only seen a couple of other creators do this. If you jump on this trend right now, you will be at the forefront of an Instagram trend that's just starting.
There you go.
Which is what we all want.
You heard it
right?
here.
You heard it here
Adobe
first.
Live.
Adobe
Goldie's
Live.
telling you, she's giving you the scoop right now.
Okay, so I am gonna do super cool. I'm gonna name this, and I'm gonna pull somebody else from chat. Let's do Wade. Let's do Wade. Wade.
In the house. What's
Wade
up,
in the
Wade?
house. Wade.
What's up, Misty? Thank you for joining us.
Yes. I know, right? Can't believe.
Cali. That's right. Love it.
Look, right over there is a palm tree, right? Can't see it, right? There's a beach over there.
That's right. There's
right
a beach and the ocean.
The ocean. Shh. Look. Wave sounds.
We have the Cali mood right now.
We have the Cali mood right now.
That's
It is toasty in the studio. It's comfortable in the
Nice
studio.
and warm, yes.
That's right. You too can be famous like Wade if you comment in chat.
That's right.
This is an encouragement to always comment in chat because you never know what's going to happen in chat.
Mm-hmm.
So what I did here in 4 slides is, once again, I animated that text. So if somebody scrolls through it, they will be able to see that the game day part came in.
It's very simple steps. I like that because sometimes when I start thinking animation, my brain, it doesn't compute. And but right here, it's just a simple movement of some of these elements little by little across the different. That's what the different artboards, and boom, you get your animation.
Yes, and just think about your artboard. Think about what are the different layers. So I moved that text, but I'm actually gonna, for the next one, I'm gonna leave that text there. I kind of like it starting there. And I'm gonna we're gonna duplicate this again. Who else am I gonna shout out from chat? I've run out of adjectives. Give me an adjective.
Adjective. Fun. Is it?
Super fun.
Super fun. There you
Super
go.
fun. Yeah, super fun.
We're enjoying ourselves.
Super fun.
I don't even know that's an adjective.
I'm gonna Misty.
But okay.
Hey Misty, now you're a layer.
That's it. Super fun, Misty.
Super fun, Misty.
In the house.
Okay.
Word.
So I like where my text is. How can I still make this animated? Well, I can take a layer, and in fact, I see that this is 2 layers. This person is 2 layers. And so I'm gonna take that second layer
and move it.
Just the background layer, you know? And I want to also take this other layer behind this other person, and I'm gonna select that layer, and I'm gonna move it.
Move it a bit.
Move it a bit.
Yes.
And as you can see, this is not, you know, what's gonna end up happening then is you're gonna have that movement of that person, and you know, and I will make the next layer Uma.
That's right. Gotta have an Uma layer.
Gotta have an Uma layer. Yes, absolutely. We're gonna make it happen. So as you can see, you can kind of check it right now, but it's already animated. Once again, this is so simple. I'm able to do we're gonna complete 2 animations.
Oh my gosh.
In an hour, and you thought we were not going to even complete one, and I just proved
it sounds like a lot of work, but Goldie made it fun and easy.
You are literally a layer in here.
Oh, that's right.
You're part of history.
Yes.
You're part of history.
I will live.
Put this
Goldie's
on your
laptop.
tombstone. Was a layer on an Adobe Live on February 1st, 2024. Okay, so we have this, and we're gonna keep going. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna duplicate another layer. And I'm going to need one more adjective from you. One more.
Great.
Super great.
Super great.
Great. And we're going to do Uma because we got that request in the chat. I do all my IG Reels using Express now. So easy and saves so much time.
We learned something new today, right, D? That's right.
Yeah. And yes, Wade, we're part of history. We're part of history. It's good to
What's
be part
up,
of
Christopher
history.
Williams? Look, thank you for joining us.
Okay, so same thing. I'm gonna go ahead and select this layer again because now I'm animating the image behind the person. And I just want you all to see just how cool this is to, oops. You didn't want to do that. Yeah. See, this is why I should always lock my layers. Tell me to lock my layers. You know, I need to have a t-shirt, lock your layers.
But I like how you're doing at the beginning. you moved a couple of the elements, and now later on you're moving different elements. So
Yeah.
I suspect that once the animation begins, it will have different elements moving at different times,
Yeah.
and it's a nice little surprise to see something move first, and then as an animation continues, something else moves right
Yeah.
after that, and so there's always some kind of movement and motion happening. And to me, what I'm learning here with Goldie today,
Yep.
it makes Adobe Express so easy to use to create that kind of content that is gonna make people feel good as they're scrolling
Yep.
through their Instagram. Like, oh, that's cool. And especially for my streams or my timeline,
Yeah.
it doesn't have animation. And but now I can think of some stuff that I could do.
Yeah, now you have some stuff you can do, especially with animation, because you do such beautiful drawings.
Thank you.
You have such beautiful art, and yes, please draw me because I love seeing myself as an animator. I don't know if all of you can see it, but I have like my little animated version of myself right here. It's a little face of me, a little cartoony face of me. But I loved it right on the screen.
There you go. It's right there. Yeah.
Look at you. You have
And
right
I got
there.
lots of them.
Yeah, got lots of them.
And a drawing of myself right
Always
there.
have stickers to
yes.
give out. I
Yeah.
love stickers.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so let's get back to it. Got a little distracted. Woo! We're on the Uma
we're
layer.
having fun, that's
Because we're
why.
having fun. And let me tell you, the Uma layer is one of the best layers. It's the best layers.
That's right.
Right?
That's right.
I mean, you came back and you're part of one of the best layers in the history of layers.
There you go.
I didn't want to say it before because I didn't want to make that judgment. Whew, but you are. So we're 5 out of 10. We got a couple minutes left, so I'm gonna start moving faster instead of talking
Let's
faster.
Go. Let's go. You do your thing.
Okay.
And stay focused.
I'm gonna stay focused. Okay, we're gonna do super nifty. Okay.
Wow, I like that. That's a cool word, nifty.
Yeah, and I'm gonna pick somebody else. I'm gonna pick Blue from the other chat.
That's right.
Blue,
Work a bunny.
4 out of 10.
There you go.
Super nifty Blue.
Super
4 out of
nifty blue.
Okay, so what we're gonna do is same thing. We're just gonna keep moving that particular layer that I've been already playing around with. We're gonna go ahead and oops, we're not gonna do that because that was not
Just want
quite
that
right.
orange part.
We just want that
Yeah.
orange part. Okay. So now we have about 3 more layers.
Okay. 3 more layers. So we're going for full 10. Because
We're
we
gonna
have
go-
the time. Why not?
Yeah, we have the time. So we got the time. We got
to
the
knock
time.
this out.
So we're gonna knock this out. So I'm gonna go ahead and I like how I said I was gonna move faster. I'm not moving faster, but it's okay. Yeah, sometimes
Because
in
we
life-
like talking. We like
We like
engaging with
talking.
each other. That's right.
It's because it's fun to hang out.
We're
It
hanging
is.
out.
You know what's always fun? Hanging out on Adobe Live. I'm glad to be here, hanging out on Adobe Live.
Oh my
with
God.
all of you.
Yes.
You and you and you. I'm pointing at you in case you're wondering who I'm pointing at. I'm pointing at you. Okay. Super wonderful. I'm gonna name another person in chat. D. Once again, you get rewarded.
D.E. in the house.
D.
Yes.
Okay, 3 out of 10. Okay,
Nice.
and now with this one, so we move that background layer, we move the game day, and now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and delete some layers because then what happens is you have things pop up.
Pop in. That's right. Yes. Yes.
So I'm gonna delete these 2 background layers, and then I'm gonna go ahead and we're just gonna turn things -6.
There you go.
-12.
There
We're
it
gonna
is.
be precise. Yeah, let's do -12, -6, and -12. So these things are gonna be slightly turny. They're gonna
Yes.
turn a little bit. Agreed, Goldie. I don't know agreed on what, but I agree with you too. I always agree with me.
And we're having fun. That's right.
When we're having fun, everything is great. When we're having fun. Okay, so we're keep going. We're on 2 out of 10. We're almost there. Woo, 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 woo. Super. Okay, I'm running out of adjectives. What is another good adjective? I'm gonna pick something from chat. Super
hype.
yay.
Oh, there you go. That was it.
Super hype.
Hype and yay is like the same thing.
Hype and yay is the same thing. Okay, we need one more. So I'm gonna pick borderline.
All right, borderline made it in. Yes.
Borderline made it in.
Yes, super hype, borderline.
Borderline. Okay.
See, this is why you leave a
2
comment in
out
the
of
chat.
10.
Either
This is why you
YouTube
leave a
or
comment in the chat
Behance.
because you get rewarded for being here and listening to us talk about nothing. Just
Now you
kidding.
live forever.
Talk about a lot. Talk about a lot. Talk about important life-changing things. Okay.
That's right.
So
There it
I'm
is.
gonna
animation in Adobe Express.
we're going to keep moving things around.
Nice.
Okay, and then we have our last layer. Our last layer. Can you
Duplicate one
believe
more
it?
time.
We did
That's
it one more
We
time.
made it. We're almost there.
Super. Okay, we're gonna go one last
Adjective. Let's see. Super chill.
super yay. I like
Super
that.
yay. Right now.
Super
right
yay.
now. It was hanging there.
Okay, Oliver, you get that. You get this layer named after you because you credits.
Super yay, Oliver. I'm gonna change my name
Change
to
your
the
name to
name
Super-
of the layer. That's right. My DTN layer. That's right.
Yes, I love it. Okay, so we did 10 layers, and now I just want to make sure I do this. Here's what
Rotate.
we're gonna do. No,
Oh,
we're gonna,
it's gone.
gone.
Oh,
Game
that's
day.
it.
Game day. Game day.
Game day.
Okay, now I'm sure when I download this, it's gonna be all not great because I'm sure whatever export thing I have.
Your settings. It says selected all pages, format, and then I don't see where, but I'm sure it's there somewhere.
I'm sure it was there somewhere that I did it wrong, but
Yeah.
doesn't matter because we're gonna do it in a way that doesn't make sense. But we absolutely will figure it out after stream. But on stream, you love
We just-
football? Yes.
Thank
Wait,
you.
slay, fire. I love
Those
all
are
these
good.
things
That's
in
right.
chat.
Malice,
These are
thank
great.
you, Malice. Thank you, Peter. And Alessandra, welcome. I love this football. It looks great. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, so what we're gonna
I didn't do anything.
is
I was just hanging out. Goldie did all the work. It's amazing.
oh, see, it's untitled. You know why? Because I didn't name my
You didn't
project
name
yet.
anything. That's right.
Sorry,
That's
guys.
right.
But
It's
look,
all good.
you will forever live on my computer because now they're all named
The
after
names are
you.
there.
Oliver, Borderline, D, Blue, Uma, Misty, Wade, Bruce, DTM. Oh, me.
Rad
Goldie.
DTM. There you go. That's right.
I live on my own
Super
computer.
cool, Goldie.
Cool. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we are going to go ahead and I'm gonna airdrop this to myself once again.
Nice. And while
then
Goldie's doing that, I'm gonna give y'all a heads up to stay tuned for the next hour where we will have Izzy sharing some more creative stuff with the Adobe Live right here in this channel, wherever you're watching this. So if you're watching this on YouTube, make sure you like and subscribe and stay tuned for lots of amazing streams every day here on Adobe Live with a lot of different creatives.
watching Adobe
all the
Live
time.
is so fun.
Yes.
I love watching Adobe Live. I just think people come up with the neatest tutorials, and it's stuff I would never think about sometimes.
Yes.
Or it's just stuff I don't know how to do because there's a lot of things I don't know how to do.
And that's what's amazing about some of these apps. You know, we're talking about Express right now. I use Illustrator and Fresco and Photoshop.
Yeah.
And so we get used to the tools
That we live in.
That's right. And then someone in Adobe Live showing you how to do something else, totally something that you want to do with the tools that you're very unfamiliar with, but now
right.
you know them.
Let's switch over to my phone.
Thank you, Wade.
do
Try
it.
Adobe Express now. There's
Thank
a link
you
in
for
the
that
chat.
link, Wade.
Yes.
Yes.
You made a layer. That's right,
Peter,
Missy.
great commentary, guys. Of course. This is the third high five. I just like high fives.
Boom.
Boom.
There you go.
Because this person does a great high five. This is a great high fiver. 10 out of 10 high fives.
Let's go.
Let's go. Okay.
That's right.
So
Game
we're gonna here's a part of history. I'm literally uploading all of these to my own Instagram account. I can't even pretend that I'm uploading them somewhere else because I'm not, because then you'll see my secret embarrassing sea monkey account
Oh my
that I
gosh.
have.
Oh my gosh.
I don't want to upload it to that account.
Okay.
It's too embarrassing. Okay, so here is what we're going to
So
do.
you select, the steps is that you select all the images.
We're going to select all it, but you have to do it in order. So, if you
okay.
start this way, it'll go backwards, right?
Okay. So you got to start from the bottom.
You got to start from the bottom. So, okay, in fact, I want to show you actually what happens if we go backwards, though. We start from more and we go less.
That's right.
Isn't that interesting?
Yeah.
So that's the way we could do like that, or we could go backwards. Whoops. Now now it's all sorts of upset with me. Okay, so but we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it properly because
Right.
we're here. We're here.
So once you make a selection of all the images.
We're here, and the coffee's starting to kick in.
That's right.
Okay, once you've selected all the images, great. I don't want to put a filter on this because I already created the perfect images with everybody here in Adobe Express.
That's right.
So we don't even need a filter. So we're gonna go next,
High five in the chat.
and I'm gonna do game day
Game day.
with A. And then once again, we always tag our friends.
That's right.
Because our friends here are Adobe Live and Adobe Express.
Yes. There it is.
And
Adobe
then
Express.
this is, we're going to say hashtag stop motion because that's what this is.
Oh, yes.
let's do a hashtag.
That's how I'm gonna get in on that hashtag.
Yes, let's
with
get.
Adobe Express
Can you
stop
tell I
motion.
can't spell stop motion? I spelled that 3 different times.
There you
okay.
go.
Uh,
After today, that's how they are spelled.
I'm gonna pick a random music thing because I just like to, you know, we're gonna. Okay, done. Actually, let's not do music. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and we're in San Francisco right now. I'm gonna tag a location.
There you go. That's right.
And we're gonna
Yes.
share. Whew, we
So
have
when
5
you
minutes
share-
left. We have 5 minutes left. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Oh, we're done.
Oh, that was it. We ran out of time.
Okay.
All right.
Oh,
Are we still here?
I tried. Oh,
We done. We still here.
Oh, we're still here.
Okay.
We just said-
oh, we're still here? Okay, let's really quickly go over to my phone, and I want to show you in the next 5 seconds what this looks like, and or go to my Instagram.
There it goes. Game day. All right. Look
Okay,
at that. That's
this
awesome.
is game day, and
Good
the
job.
layers were all named after you, and as you see, literally animated.
Oh, good job.
We did this in 20
Thank you,
minutes.
everybody. Say thank you to Goldie. Yes. And thank you for hanging out with us today. Stay tuned for the next hour. We will have Izzy joining me right here on the Adobe Live studio, and we're going to have some more fun with Adobe Creative Cloud and Adobe Express. So catch you on the next hour. High five.
Have a
All right. And we're back with another Adobe Live right
Yes.
here Non-stop today, non-stop. I am DTM here, joined with Izzy.
Izzy?
Yes, and we're doing some packaging design. Awesome.
We're doing so much today, actually. I've kind of like crammed a lot of stuff in a bit like what you did. So just like a good cooking show, there's some steps that were already done, so we can move the process along faster. So today we will be designing a cereal box. I wanted to have a cereal brand that was specifically designed for designers.
Okay.
And that's why I decided to have the packaging black, because as you know from the stereotypes, right? I mean, I should just go here. I have a concept page. We, like most of us, dressed in black, but that doesn't mean that you didn't get the memo today.
I got a little bit of color.
Yeah. But Goldie also dressed all in black. But that does not mean that we're full of creativity. So that's why I want to like kind of have this fun packaging design. And I love the name Color Wheelies, and I spelled that with a U for my Canadian folks here, right?
Right.
So you're not, you're not forgotten, or the rest of the world, as a matter of fact.
Right. Yeah.
To me, it was like a good idea for like the name Color Wheelies, because it's like if we're gonna be doing this like, Fruit Loop style. So it's like you're eating color wheels. So every bite is a masterpiece because it has a different combination of colors.
Ah, yes. It's la palette, different palettes.
Different palettes when you're eating it.
Oh my gosh.
So I always like to start with a mood board. This is the mood board that I started with. I really like this tea box over here, which I found on Behance, because it has an experience. And that's what I wanted to, as you know from the catchphrase earlier, chasing creative experiences.
Yes. Yes. We tying it all together the whole day.
It's all making sense now. So we're going to come back to this with our design choices. Okay, so I wanted, again, to speed up the process, and I designed the logo. So these are some of my sketches. They're not as pretty as yours, but
they're good. All sketches.
You can kind of see, oops, I should have did this before, but you can kind of see, like, this is my artboard. It was a lot messier than this, but
that's what the playground looks like.
Exactly.
Yes.
With logos, I always want to make sure that I'm altering. If I'm starting from a font that already exists, I always want to make sure that I'm altering to make sure that it's like truly making it like my own or for the clients. So in this instance, I have changed the C and the S at the beginning. So as you can see here, it kind of has that shape. And
it has the little hair corner on the front. Yes.
And to me, that was too severe for what we're going for. And if we look at Wheelies too, the S is like, to me, it's missing something, specifically with the R being side by side. So anywho, so we can kind of see here the final version.
Oh, look at
Kind
that.
of added that
yes,
swoosh,
I like that.
Right? And connected the C as well to the O, so it's all part of one word. And added that little shook. I don't know how you can, like, little tail at the end. We're going to be doing some sound effects now.
There you go.
And to me, adding those little details made it more like, I don't know if milky is the right way, but more like kind of milk splashing, which we're going to be maybe playing with in Firefly later. So
Nice.
I wanted to show you this before we start digging into the
Overall design.
yes.
Nice.
So
There we
what's
go.
next here, so that you can see it on black.
Oh, wow. There it is.
So now I went ahead and already prepared the I actually wanted to test my logo.
Okay.
So in order to do this, we're going to be like super fancy here, and I'm going to go back. It's like I've never done this before, but I've never done this before on my laptop, to be honest. I actually want to be testing the logo on a Mockup, and I want to do this all in Illustrator.
Yes. That's
So
my app. That's my app. Love
me
it.
too. So if we go to Adobe Firefly, because now you can actually generate some mockups in Adobe Firefly, we will be doing this. So we'll go to text to image right here, and we'll see if we can generate just some cereal box, just to
Alright.
test the logo and
Yes.
before we start designing everything.
Yes, so just to see what it looks like in real life.
That's it.
Yes, and see if it gives you the same emotion and feeling as when you started to do the sketching and drawing. Big ups
Correct.
to SLP Price, Uma Corn, Wade, D, Elisandra, SLP Price. What's up? What's up? Thank y'all for joining us today.
For being here.
Yes. Leave a comment in the chat so we know that you are there. Make sure you follow, like, and subscribe on YouTube, Adobe Live. We stream every day from the West Coast.
Let's see, exploding from box. I don't know if this is a great prompt or not, but so tall, wide, rectangular box packaging. I said box twice, so that's not good.
We want a real
We
box.
want to make
a
sure it's a
box.
box. with Fruit Loops exploding from box. That was a lot
right.
of it.
Ooh.
We'll see what that looks like.
What's up, Oliver? Thank you for rejoining us.
And this is the time when we do the Firefly dance as we wait.
Oh, okay.
So it's kind of like,
Right.
I mean, that's really
Oh
cool.
my gosh.
It's really cool. It's
Wow.
looking a little like illustration for me. So I'm just going to change
some
that to
adjustments.
photo. I want to make sure that it's going to fit into my presentation. So I'm going to go to widescreen. That's
Yes.
just like, you know what? I'm going to do square
Okay.
just because I want to post it to social after.
All right.
So let's see.
Heather
Also,
says, love this, Izzy.
oh, hey, Heather. Thank you so much, Lizzie. I said Lizzie. Heather. Heather is a good
Thank you,
friend of
Izzy.
mine. Yeah.
Izzy.
Yeah. I want to say plain blue background because
There
I
you
don't want
go.
to have anything happening.
Make some adjustments. That's why you start what you think about at first and then
Correct.
make adjustments little by little. Hey, Kanan, welcome. Joining us from Germany. Awesome.
Oh,
Christopher Villians in the house. Word up, word up. And yes, the link to Izzy's Instagram is in the chat. So go ahead, click on it, and follow.
so see here, it's giving me fruits. It's not understanding Fruit Loops, probably because it's a brand. Let me try Fruit Loops cereal. See if that's gonna work.
And we have all kinds of packing boxes right now. Looks like it.
Yes.
Looks
So
like a packing box.
that is understanding the concept. So this is really cool.
There we go.
Okay.
Oh, look
I
at
mean, I
that.
kind of like the first one here. So let's download that. And let's try what I want to be doing. So this could be like very, very fast. Again, if you want to test, I'm trying to have my Illustrator. It's not working out
Yes.
for me.
Do you need a mouse pad?
There you go. No, it's fine. It's
Okay.
just like my menu at the bottom. Okay, so I'm gonna be just adding this.
I see some Fruit Loops right there already.
Yes, that was a reference photo for me to draw from. But here you go. So I'm just gonna be adding this
All right,
here. I'm
there
gonna
you go.
create an.
Wow, look at that.
bet
That's
it's
big.
so
image.
good.
Yes.
I'm gonna be creating an artboard just so it's there. Perfect. And then I want to be making sure that my logo looks great on it. I'm just going to bring that to the front here. And I mean, now it's not doing anything, but now with Mockup Beta in Illustrator, you can actually select both your image and your vector file. It needs to be a vector file.
Okay.
And if you go to, is it Object, Mockup Beta, Make, it's going to think a little bit.
Ooh, magic is happening.
Magic is happening. And if you have not tried this before, it is so freaking cool.
Yes.
Like,
Yes. And, you know, there are also templates on Adobe Stock that you can
Yes.
download and use to mock up your designs. But right here, right now, having it available inside of Illustrator is the next level.
it is. And this is all, what I like about it too is that it's all AI generated too. And it happened quick like that.
Yes.
And we have we can see kind of the full concept happening. So let me zoom in a little bit.
Oh, look at
as
that.
we will move this around. And as you can see, it's moving around like the box.
Yes.
And we can make that bigger as well. And
Following the
just,
contour of the box.
Yes.
Oh
Like, how
my gosh.
cool is this?
Yes.
And I'm just gonna keep it like that, as if it's wrapping around like the whole box. And that happened in what? I mean,
We're
Like,
only
like,
10 minutes into
in.
the stream right now.
boom!
Just like that.
Just like that. So I'm just going to save that. So this is a great way. I mean, if you wanted to implement that into your working like process, if you want, here I just used it to like kind of pressure test the concept of the logo, but you can also use it for mockups and stuff like that clearly. So this is so fun. Okay, now I want to jump into designing the packaging.
All right.
We have to plow through this. Like,
gotta move fast in that 1 hour.
Fast, yes.
The way says boom. That's right.
So here I have already made just the outline of the box. So in order to do this, I just bought myself a cereal, not as fun as color Wheelies, and opened it up and then measured everything and recreated the die cut
of the box,
right here. So in order to make sure that I don't lose my lines as I'm designing, I made the outline on the top layer. So whatever can happen at the back, and then, you know, I'm still going to see like what is what. Also, if this is your first time designing a packaging, because I have done this before, if you're going to design an outside and an inside, you need to mirror that. So as you can see here, that flap, so then it's like printed on double-sided. So
it's the opposite. The outside and the inside are opposite of the templates. That's right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, if you do make that mistake and you send it to print, your
it'll be upside down.
It will be. I mean, your printer will actually tell you need to flip it around.
Okay.
So it's just like to save kind of that interaction. I'm just going to go back to my presentation just to show you. So that's another one I did.
Oh, that's nice. Look at that.
Mock-up.
Wow. I want some of those.
Me too. I mean, maybe you can.
Check your local store for some color Wheelies.
Yes. And I just want to show you some of the assets that we will be working with for the packaging design. So these are the fonts that I have used to create the logo, which I think we can definitely reuse, like designing the packaging. And here are the assets, like images, and then the colors. I mean, they're color wheels, so I thought it was fun to call them colors as well, even though they're Fruit Loops.
Yes.
So, okay, going back to Illustrator, we're here. So I'm just going to unlock this layer here. I'm going to, just copy, lock it back, and I'm going to be designing on the design layer. Let me bring this here. And I'm going to, this is for later.
Okay. Saving a copy for later.
Saving a copy for later, but I'm also going to just bring everything together.
All right.
Like so.
Oh,
like
you made one shape.
Made one shape.
That's
but now
right.
I can
Use
see
the Pathfinder
that
tool in one shape.
This here was not connected properly. Let me just ungroup that. Just wanted to make sure.
It shows you. It shows you when
yes.
what you left out.
Exactly.
Yes.
It's hard to see because we're on the, there you go. So now I have one shape here.
Okay.
All right.
I think I know what you're going to do with that, but I'll wait. I think I know. Go
I
ahead.
think so, yeah. Okay, so now I can I'll make multiple copies of that just so I have it at the back of my mind. And because we said that we wanted to have that packaging black, well, I mean, we're just gonna go in,
fill it in,
and it's already going to be the right shape. And here, if the top layer bothers you, you can always go and just like
turn it off
like that. So I'm just gonna be duplicating that and doing that flip. So transform, reflect. Okay. Then putting that here. Okay, so I have prepared all of the libraries.
And Control S to save. Command S, I just saw that.
Yes, it's like a nervous tick at this point. Just like, do it. So I have my libraries over here.
Oh, wow.
That I have prepared. So I have like all of the cereal, and I have my logo. So I'm just going to drag this in here. And again, I'm all about just designing efficiently.
Okay.
I like to have crazy concepts that have a multiple layer of meaning, but also efficient working.
Okay.
So here, you can see that. Perfect. And because the front and the back of the box, you can make it two different design. That would be up to you. But I actually want to do it the same. So I'm just going to duplicate it right here. And we'll like just pretend that this is centered.
Yes.
Like that.
We're eyeballing it right now.
Yeah, exactly. If it was like the real thing, it would be like all aligned. And,
Have all kinds of guides.
oh,
And
yes.
a whole nother layer. That's
But
right.
then you can't see the actual design anymore.
Yeah.
So again, just going to drop these in. And what I love about, I actually generated the Fruit Loops in Firefly
Okay.
and then used the remove background option. And I have all of my Fruit Loops right here.
Nice.
And I call them Fruit Loops. I should call them color wheelies.
There you go. That's right.
That's
From
like-
now on, they're
yes,
called
my
color
bad.
willies.
Yes.
That's right. Oh, how do you pronounce color? The same way?
The same way. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's just like, it's just a thing. I think like the Americans don't have like the U
No,
in,
we
like,
don't.
like in that sound, but everywhere else, yeah, you use it.
Color.
It's the same exact thing. Perfect. So now I have this here, and because we just want to make sure that the concept is sold really well, I'm going to just like add them around here.
Yes.
As if they're confetti, but not too much because we want to be keeping that black box outside.
And I like how the color provides accent
Yes.
to the design, but while the black is still the dominant color. Yes. Yes. Here we go.
I'm just going to make them just a tad smaller.
And this is right there. That was a bit of the basics and fundamentals of design.
Yes.
Hierarchy.
Correct. So I like this here. I'm going to just group that. Actually, I'm going to copy them first because I want to be doing more stuff with them.
And there you go.
And for those of you who are good with copy or puns, because I know a lot of you are in the chat.
In the chat. This is your job, chat.
This is
Here it comes.
I'm giving you a head start. If you want to give me some puns to add, because this is the perfect project to add design puns into like the whole copy of the box. I have something prepared if you're feeling uninspired, but I would love to work with all of you.
All right. And so we need text copy for the description.
So how about like the flavors? Maybe
flavors.
like that nutritional grid that we have. So yeah. How's
Flavors
that? And
and
maybe a slogan.
Okay.
A slogan could be fun too.
Slogan,
Yes.
flavors, and nutrition.
Yes.
Nutrition.
Nutritional facts.
Facts. That's
yeah,
right. That's it.
that's how you call it.
Good. That's right.
Okay.
Beautiful.
So here I'm just going to make these.
Thank you,
here.
Uma Corn. Let's hear it, Wade and Clever Devlin. That's right. It's your turn now, Elisandra. There you go. You're up. And Izzy is reworking all the elements into coming out with how we're going to be used across different parts of the design.
Exactly.
I like the outside area of the artboard that you can just keep things.
Yes.
You're
my
saving
gosh.
them. You're saving them for later. Yes.
It's funny because I was hosting a stream earlier this week and the outside of the artboard got very, very messy. And someone said from the chat, and I'm sorry if you're watching, I forgot your name, but they said, what happens outside the artboard stays outside the artboard. And I'm like, yes,
That's
this
right.
is absolutely true.
Because when it's time, and this is where when you export a file, you got to check mark that artboards on that window when you export. You got to check mark, otherwise it's one big flat image that you're exporting out. Look at that. I like
Like,
that.
see how that is like just, it's crazy how it's just like popping and it's like very easy. It's just images on here. I actually want to make like both sides, like this, like slimmer sides, I guess you can call, a little different. So here I thought of having the nutritional like facts right here.
Yes.
So using.
And Uma Korn says that was Jack Watson who said that.
Oh
earlier.
yes, that is right. That's right.
Thank you,
thank you, Jack. Always here to
thank you,
rescue
Uma Korn.
us. Yes.
Is it wrong to think that the colors are the nutrition? They are.
No,
says
they are, because they could have all the fruit components from it. So again, I have I have some copy ready if ever.
So we need a slogan, flavors, and the nutritional facts.
Correct.
All right, this is the job you guys got to work on, and leave a comment in the chat.
I'm just going
And then
to
there goes the box. That's right.
I'm just going to round the corners over here because it's just going to work better with the overall look and feel of like the logo that we have, and also like the color wheelies.
Because the wheelies, the round circles,
Exactly.
and the rounded corners and edges of the text. That's right.
Yes.
And it's in cursive.
Exactly.
Beautiful, beautiful.
So I'm just going to go here to my, so I have
Notes. That's right. That's what I should have done. Pulled up my notes. Oh my gosh.
So calories, you have none because you burned them thinking.
Oh my gosh. That's right. Use up a
So-
lot of calories coming up with the concepts and ideas. That's right.
So there you go. I'm
There
just
you
going to make that white so we can actually see it. And we had the Gray Cliff CF, which is an Adobe font, by the way, if you like it.
Oh, nice.
And I'm going to make that in demi-bold.
Nice. Oliver already has some suggestions. Says that they
Yes.
say you should eat 5 different colored foods every day.
Okay.
This cereal has nailed that in one bowl.
Oh, that's a very long slogan.
It's very long, but it's the right idea.
It's the right idea.
That's the right
Yes.
idea.
Let's workshop
Heather
that.
says nutritional guide should include RBG.
Oh, yes. RGB and CMYK. Let me add. Like,
Magenta strawberry, says Ariane. Thank you.
Yes. Oh, Ariane. Hey.
Magenta strawberry. Yes,
Facts.
nutritional guide. Nice, nice. 1 million calories.
No calories.
Oh my, that's right. That's right. For future promos, if Color Wheelies blew you away, just watch what we do next. Oh, wait.
it.
There you go with the puns. That's right. That one's good.
Some nutritional facts. We're just going to add that right here. And I'm being very mindful of the time because, like I said, we have
We got time. We got 25 more minutes.
Perfect.
Boom.
Okay. So nutritional facts, just saving quickly right here. And you know what? We're definitely in the same mindset for what's coming in from the chat. So let me just go and, oops, not that, copy the full list of ingredients here. So I'm going to read.
Ooh, look at that. All that goodness.
Like,
oh, that's pretty good. Yes. You got to be creative. This
gotta
one's
be
all about
creative.
creativity. This
Yes.
whole project right here.
I mean, you're hoping that once you eat the Color Wheelies that you'll feel creative and, you know.
It's just gonna roll around in your
Exactly.
head, and
Something's gonna like wake up, like you're eating magic or something.
Yes, you was in the right idea with the magenta.
Yes, so we have Basie Cherry, Pixel Peach, Pantone Mango,
Oh wow!
Layout Lime, Artboard Mint. Mint would be a little weird as a flavor, but I really liked that. Like, I didn't
That
know
idea.
what to have for this one.
Uh-huh.
Vector Blueberry,
Yes, my
Gradient Grape, Raster Raspberry, CMYK Citrus. And then
Nice.
that would be kind of the extra ingredients where we have sans serif strawberry, typography vanilla, Photoshop pineapple, Illustrator apple, and Pat apricot.
Oh wow, wow!
So-
Very nutritious.
Very nutritious, all
Yes.
fruit.
There you go.
So
Look at that.
here, so we have this, but then there's always kind of a percentage at the end.
Mm-hmm.
So for this specific one, maybe it's a cheat. It's probably not the right way of doing it. But actually, I'm going to make that a different box.
Yes, that
Just
way you
so
can
I can
adjust.
align stuff
Oh,
better.
okay. Here we go. That's right. BMX
then-
moves, tail whip, tangerine. Okay. Oh, that's sports right there. Foot plant, greens, endo, lemon, and raspberry skids. That's good, clever.
That's really good.
Yes, that's for the skateboard what do you call those sports? Extreme sports. Yes. Pop some Wheelies into your bowl. Oh, that's a commercial. That's for the commercial. Yeah.
Hey, some people are about to go to the Super Bowl commercials and create that here.
Yes.
Hey, if anyone wants to fund color Wheelies to make that a reality, call me.
You got less than 2 weeks
Yes.
to make it happen. There we go. Oh, 100%, 100%. Oh my God. Wait a minute. Okay.
Because everything is 100%, right? And everything is like 100% flavor, 100% like nutrition.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna, and I'm
So it
gonna
contains
correct
1,000%.
Yes.
Yes. All right. Orange, you just dying to try color wheels. That's good. So we're thinking this is a billboard right there.
It is. So I'm just gonna make that a little wider so we can make that like look a little better.
Nice. This looks legit. This is
Right?
like some real stuff.
Oh, I don't like to. I'm just gonna group this. So basically, what I did, I actually did 2 text box because I wanted this to be perfectly right aligned. I didn't want to have a line with it, so I just wanted to be kind of clean.
Okay.
This is very much my aesthetic. So just going to group that together and going to align everything here.
Jacob says only red and gold color Wheelies, please. Oh, that's.
I feel like this could be sub brands, right? Where there's like, maybe it's like a Lunar a New Year, and it's just like gold and red, and maybe you could have like for special events and stuff like that.
Yes.
I'm gonna make that just a bit bigger.
That's right.
Like so.
That's how you do your Skittles. You
Yes.
separate by your flavors.
Oh, here I'm actually not perfectly aligned. There you go. That's better. I'm gonna lock that. And if we actually go to our layers just to see, flat. If we don't like that, oops, not. There you go. So this was like how it would look flat. So let's add. I think it's missing kind of just like one other visual element, and I actually did a gradient for another project that I'm working on right now with Adobe. Actually, it's for my show Creative the Zine.
All right.
And I really liked the gradients that we had created for the last zine, so I actually added it in the library for this one. And I think it just adds like just a nice pop that kind of brings everything together. So I was thinking of
Looks
adding
like a little
it.
Swatch.
Exactly.
Boom.
And
yes.
maybe it's to say whenever you put milk in those kind of cereals, it's going to look like this.
Yes, it's gonna have a little rainbow of colors.
Exactly.
Yes, and Trey says calories 120, total fat 2 grams, saturated fat 0.5 grams. He going in.
Wow.
They're going in on that.
That's great.
Dietary fibers, sugars. So you gotta flip those descriptions into other things like it'll make you a creative. Your drawings levels are gonna go up. Your design levels, your typography, all the different design elements and fundamentals of design.
Yes.
That's it. That's what it should be. That's
you
right.
can like. So here I like what we mentioned earlier, where every bite is a masterpiece.
Oh, look at that's right.
So that's like a really great slogan to be working with. So let me just align that. The align tool is my absolute fave. I use it all the time. And of course, I'm doing this really quickly.
Yes. Because we only have 1 hour.
1 hour.
Adobe, you got to give us
Like,
1 day.
oof, yes.
Every artist 1 day.
I will
one
come
whole
back.
day.
Yeah, I'm gonna come back.
There you go.
Anything to get out of the snow at this point, from like where I'm from. And it's missing maybe just like something at the top here. So let me just go and grab. I had best served with the side of sketchbook and pencils.
Yes, there you go. Nice.
I'm just going to.
What's the dilly with color Wheelies? Let us show you.
Ooh.
Let us show Hugh. Let us show
Let's
Hugh.
show you. Oh my goodness, this is the best.
That's good.
So let's just add that here. And the full concept of this idea was also the fact that despite us dressing in black, that does not mean that we aren't full of ideas and full of creativity. As you know, this is very much of a stereotype. I'm just going to align this. So I was thinking that the inside of the box could be explosively colorful with like a nice pattern inside. So let's do this. So here I actually made it black, but I think I'm gonna be doing it pink because it has that nice little like contrast to it. We could, I feel like blue could be, let me do it blue because I have the final version in.
All right.
In
Heather says, OMG. Thank you, Heather.
Yeah, thank you, Heather.
I'm not doing anything. I'm just here watching.
There's some other stuff that we could be doing, but I'll show you kind of like the small details once we're done because I really want to hop into Express like later on. But let's do this first. So again, pulling from my libraries, I have made this little kind of pattern. It's not really a pattern, but it's going to become a pattern. Okay, now I'm going to be a little controversial. Because I could be using the pattern tool, but I really want to play, like I want to have the flexibility with it. So I'm going to be doing it without the pattern tool.
Okay.
But there's a lot of great Adobe Lives that if you want to use the pattern tool for this, that you can go back and watch. There was a recent one with Liz. So I highly suggest you watching it. So I'm just going to be duplicating and I want to just make sure that none of the colors are repeating itself.
Right.
And maybe I'm going to do...
Oh, Wade says, is there a color maze? We could be escaping drab colors. Oh, you could have a puzzle and some games inside.
Oh my gosh,
The box turns into a tabletop game board. Oh my gosh.
That's the fun thing with, I'm all about personal projects, specifically if you're starting your career and you're trying to attract like a specific type of client with cool projects like this. By having personal projects and adding them to your portfolio, you're going to start attracting that type of work.
Yes, that's right.
Yes.
All these great ideas, execute them in your own personal projects and upload them to Behance to your portfolio. That's right. And do a little write-up about what happened. How did it happen?
Yes, case studies.
What did you do? Correct.
Very important. I'm just going to duplicate all
Oliver
this.
likes my idea. Puzzles inside the box. Yes. Well, that was Wade's idea. I just kind of...
just shared it.
That's right. I vocalized it. Thank you. Are you going to be able to leave the maze? You know, that's good, right? Have a trick where you have to break the rules to get out of the maze.
Correct.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, that's so fun.
No, I like this. I also like manually making my patterns so that then I can determine how I want it to look in certain areas. Boom, look at that. Wow.
So now it's looking a little messy, but we will be, again, that's why we duplicated that shape earlier because we can then mask it to see how everything kind of looks together.
Right. And I knew it. I didn't want to say it, but I knew there was masking was coming.
All right. So this looks pretty good to me. I should have, did I grab, okay, great. I'm happy I locked the background because I should be doing a bit more layers as you showed.
I noticed, but I wasn't going to say anything. We only have 1 hour.
Yes.
So you have to forgive us for not naming layers and having a messy layer board panel. Love breaking the rules to get out. That's right, Heather. And Wade says, expanded upon it. DTN team up. Half five.
Yes.
Wade, good job.
Okay, so this is the inside. How do we feel about that blue? Should we, I feel like maybe a lime color could be super fun with this.
Something to give that yellow to pop a little bit.
Yeah. Like maybe.
Wade says, just draw outside the lines. Well, hey, we're breaking the rules, so there we go.
Is it, like, are we losing that green one? Maybe.
What if it was a pastel
Like
type of tone?
like
yeah,
this?
there you go. So that way it's not too strong, and it lets all the colors out.
Perfect.
I think so. I think.
Actually, let me just lock that.
Very cool. Anybody who's watching this and got some suggestions and ideas on
Yes.
What
I would
is
love to hear it.
Color Wheelies motto, tagline, and I guess the nutritional values or nutritional facts. Very good. And what could be inside? I do like cereal boxes that have the activities in the back, or then you cut them for other
Yes.
things that are inside. And I think this is that box. This is the kind of box that once you are done eating cereal, or just take out the bag of cereal and open the box.
Open the box.
And there'll be some creative things to do.
To do.
Yes.
So this here would be the inside pattern of our box, which is fun with this because then specifically with the flap that you'll see, then you can see like the cereal kind of just like popping out with even the bag being sealed inside. So I always also like to have kind of a visual cue that's kind of like a hidden feature. So I would love to add an image in those flaps right here. So let me actually retrace that shape because I have put it all together in my Pathfinder.
And the free toy in the box. Is there a free toy in the box? It's asking Oliver. A pencil.
A pencil.
Yes.
That could be great.
Yes, because Elisandra says, I like those cereal boxes with prizes or cards to collect.
Yes.
Yes.
Actually,
And the boxes also have like cut here or pull this tab so you can have the hole to then pour out the cereal.
So there you go.
And Wade says could also have a prize, a Pantone book, a pack of undo erasers. That's a lot of things in the box.
Yes.
The box is gonna get heavy, but that's good idea.
I'm going to go back to Adobe Firefly because I want to have an image of the cereal itself. So I have tried this before, so let's try. Let's see, Fruit Loops. Oops, if I can.
Yes, there we go.
Cereal.
And it's giving you some suggestions.
That's very cool. Usually it's trying to create a whole scene, which is great for the image that we have up at the moment.
Okay.
But if you want something very specific, I need to kind of go over it because I want to have like kind of a flat lay of just cereal.
Right.
Yeah. So I'm gonna say
focus
flat
on one
lay.
thing.
That's it. Fruit Loop cereal flat lay. Let's just try that to see.
Flat lay on a white table or
no milk. Sometimes it does milk.
There you go.
Or maybe it's gonna give us like something, and we'll see. Then we're gonna use it, and it's gonna be
Sure.
amazing because that's the whole like exploration game with like AI.
See what happens. Catherine has a great idea. It would be fun if there was a cutout and fold card pattern, and the Wheelies could be attached to. Oh my gosh!
I thought about that.
What?
I thought about that. I actually tried it before, and I thought we were losing the whole idea of having a black box and then having the creativity inside, but it did look really cool. So
right, yeah.
yes. So this is not working. So let's do.
It said no milk, and then it still shows you milk.
Yes.
You can't have cereal without milk. That's what they say.
Let's do only.
And try your own prompts. Go ahead, click the link, firefly.adobe.com, and check out
Maybe I could like do this too. It's just I could. There you go.
Firefly.
Sorry about
There
that,
it is.
everyone.
That's how artists work. We got lots of windows, lots of things going on.
Actually, I don't mind this. I think this could work.
A
So
tower of
yes.
Wheelies. Oh
That's
my
super
gosh.
Tower. They're so important. We created a tower with them.
You just start chewing.
Oh, that would be a great dessert. Like, like those Rice Krispies square, but with Fruit Loops.
Yes. That's a great idea.
Okay.
Let me get a tower of them. Color Wheelies, please, to go.
So I want to show you something that... What to go? Sorry, that just registered.
Yes.
I want to show you how to import images that's going to stay within a shape here. So if we have that shape selected and we actually have like that little icon, we can do, no, that's not what I want. This one here, and we can do draw inside.
Oh, nice.
Either you can actually draw inside a shape with like the
Pen tool.
or it could be the brush or whatsoever, and it's going to stay within this. But you can also place some images
which is great. So I'm gonna do this.
Interesting. I'm learning.
So here,
It's huge.
It's huge. So I just need to
And Clever says, get a colorful belly full.
Ooh.
Oliver says, serial pillar. That's right.
You know what? I kind of just like that. If we do a close up, and then we just have kind of that tab, and I'm going to remove that outline. I made it so we can all see it.
Yeah.
0
Yes.
and perfect. So then I would be bringing this everywhere.
That's right. Don't have to remake it. Just copy and paste. And Wade says that would be a
Exactly.
film and video version called the color bars.
Oh, yes.
The color bars. Oh my gosh, yes.
Reflect. And
You're
I'm
on the
gonna
go?
do this.
Get your color Willy bars.
All right. So this here would be the full packaging of Color Wheelies. And I mean, in good Adobe Live fashion, I went ahead and printed the box and assembled it together. So I have the full thing here. And there's even some Color Wheelies inside. So if you're hungry,
some real
you
Martha
can,
Stewart stuff.
Yes.
Oh my
have,
gosh.
like the box right here. And here, like legit.
There he goes.
Yeah.
Oh my God, there it is.
So and you can see how I did mine like pink. I actually have. I'm gonna give that to you so you can explore it.
Oh yes.
But I have the flat lay version too here, so you can actually see like what it looks like right here, and then like from the outside.
Nice.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
How
This
fun,
is
right?
amazing, y'all. Give Izzy a shout out in the chat. Big ups to Izzy. Look at this, and it's got the little flavor names right here on the
actually,
side.
let me pull the final version because I skipped a few of the details that I wanted to add.
We got time. Another 15 minutes left. Yeah, and it says
here.
Adobe right here.
Yes, featured on Adobe Live.
Oh my gosh. There it is. Yes.
Where is it?
Featured on Adobe Live, nutritional facts, one spoonful of creativity. Ideas equal overflowing.
Ideas overflowing when
That's
you eat
right.
them. Yes.
Oh my gosh, like you for real. You went out there and printed this out. This is this and looks like a
Cool,
real
right?
box. Would you buy this at the store if you saw it? Would you get one?
Oliver, where can we buy them? I mean, they're one-off for the moment. Yeah.
You can buy this one.
Yes, it's $100.
$100.
So if we go back to my screen here, I'm going to show you how I actually sent everything to the printer. So because you need to have bleed, right? We did everything in the clipping mask to see what it would look like. But they need to have the bleed to cut around. So I actually have multiple layers. So we have the die cut, which is like what's around, and then the score line. So you need to differentiate. Like the blue one here is the outside, and then score line is when you fold to have like that box.
Right.
So then specifically with cardboard, because when you fold, it actually breaks the cardstock, like that fiber. So you want to have score lines.
Clever said, that's it. I'm going to ditch the bland brand.
Yes.
That's right.
Let me show you just again quickly like some of the other details that we haven't seen. So here, featured on Adobe Live.
Yes.
Just like a bit elevated, better elevated, like nutritional facts.
You burn them thinking. The calories. No need for calories. That's right. No, don't even count them.
Designed by
gosh.
Izzy Poirier. And here, I mean, it should be 1,000% of all the 100% we have added. But I really like this little kind of
I like
added
that.
vitamin C color.
Right?
500%. A daily palette needs.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
Yes.
This is very clever.
This is like some of the little details.
Super creative.
Now, every time there's a new brand coming out, we want to be featuring that on, like obviously Instagram and all that. So let me hop into Adobe Express.
All right, here we go.
And we will be creating a story, which I'm hoping to have time to actually publish it to my phone. like live.
Okay, right
Yes,
now. We got
right
10
now.
minutes. Let's do
Okay.
this. 12 minutes.
So let's go into Adobe Story. So create
is.
from scratch.
Nice. Really great, says Clever. Most expensive cereal, but worth it, says Elisandra. Bom, 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 says Umacorn. Really cool. Vish Vijit. Sorry, my pronunciation. And Nayal, thank you. Appreciate you.
So I actually, this is great that I have this as reference because I want to create a post that has all of the flavors and we're announcing all of the flavors because people won't know what's in here specifically. This is kind of like, how can I say, a little, it doesn't say everything like in on the packaging. So you need there's a lot of guessing. So social media would like give the audience the information that we're missing. So the first one is the cherry, Basie cherry. So I actually want more colors. I want to have a color background. So I just went to background color over here.
Nice.
And because we can, I mean, let's just have some photos of cherries. So I'm just going to do cherries.
So you're going to, that's right. Featuring, because the name of the flavors. Yes.
Here.
Busier cherry. How do you say that word? Busier?
Bezier is the curve that you use with the pen tool.
This, yes. Pixel peach, Pantone mango, and here you have it. The color going in the order. Yes, it's beautiful.
So I want to use some opacity just because I want that color to, you know, and like kind of go through it, and it's very yummy. I want that to happen. I want the viewer that sees this to understand right away what it is. But the feature is the cereal. We can't forget that. So if I go into my stuff again, I have my libraries, which is like best thing to have ready to go.
Oh wow, look at that.
So I
same
have,
library from Illustrator is available.
Oops,
in.
That's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to have a new, there you go, new layer, and I will make that like right here in the middle. And you know what, if you could go to the middle perfectly, but there's some study that people like it better and that it's more aesthetically pleasing if it's just a tad up than the middle for some reason whenever it's portrait. I think it's probably because that's where our eyes go for specifically for photos.
Yes.
That's where the face is most of the time. But it's the same principle of composition for design. I'm just looking at the time. Oh my gosh, I have the final version if it
You have it, yeah. We won't run out of time.
Okay.
We have time.
Okay.
I'll give you a heads up.
I want to animate this. And again, Goldie, thank you.
Yes.
So I'm going to be looping, and I want the spin because it's perfect to have the spin with this type of like graphic, right?
Yeah.
This
because
is
it's
a
wheelie.
Spin.
It wheelie
exactly.
turns.
It turns.
It wheelie turns really, really well.
Okay, so I want to have this with two.
Try Adobe Express now, says Wait a Cup. The links is in the chat.
And
so go ahead and grab it.
Want to be doing the same for the background. So maybe if we have
yes,
like something like this, maybe let me go back. No, actually, I think it was looping. Yeah, breathe.
Try them all, and whichever one you like is the one you're gonna go with. And what's amazing is that you can do all the elements in one design and then duplicate that design and then try to switch the elements around until you find the combination that works for you.
Let's see how that goes.
And if you have the Creative Cloud, then you definitely have a lot of storage space to create thousands of designs.
There you go. So now I want to be adding the logo on top. This is nice, like so.
There you go. This looks legit, like
right?
for real,
I mean, if we even do this.
Oh, look at that.
It's already, it could be a real thing.
Yes. It is a real thing.
I mean, it is,
I got
right?
mine right here.
I want to have, again, I keep doing this, the color bar just as a visual kind of anchor at the top. And I want to add in text.
add your own text. And I'm gonna write Bezier cherry for the flavor. And
Was it a cherry or berry?
it's cherry.
It's cherry. Okay. It was Wade who said berry.
Oh, there you go. So I want to be putting that at the bottom over here. Okay, so if we like this, the cool thing with Adobe Express is that like we have a few flavors and you want to be doing this quick. So I can just click here the 3 dots and go to duplicate.
There you go.
And I can click on the element here
and
switch it out. See, there's this little replace. So I can go, and the next one would be the orange.
There you go.
So I can do this.
Wow.
And the cool thing is it actually keeps the animation.
Oh!
It keeps the animation as well.
Right.
So even this, where I go into media, I can do, sorry, I need to replace it first. Where was the replace? Replace. And then here, and I think it was peach. So I do peach.
For pixel peach. Yes. Oh,
and I like when there's like a full to keep like the whole kind of same idea. I mean, that looks great.
Yes.
I'm going to change that background color to orange already.
Oh, yes.
And just change this to pixel peach.
That's right. There it is. Because you set up your template at the beginning.
Correct.
You did your design, use that as a template, and then boom.
Boom, it's
little
there.
by little, yes.
So if I just want to make sure it's 2 seconds. So if we actually play from the beginning, then.
Ooh, you want this.
And just so it gives kind of that, because it's going to be repetitive because we have a lot of flavors, I actually want to change the direction of that spin. So I'm going to click on animation and just see here direction. I'm going to do the other one and bring it back and see how that cool transition like happens. Right here.
There it is. Oh, wow. Oh, look at that. Yes.
It helps. And the fact that we have that top kind of gradient line helps to have a visual anchor that's not moving. Same with the logo. And we could be animating the logo as well. But I highly suggest that if you're, again, this is going again what Goldie said, but have some stuff that is not animated just to have an anchor for the viewer on the other end, because it can be a lot.
Yes, a little disorienting. Have some balance.
So what's the time? Okay.
Yes,
so
a few more minutes.
I have prepared this already with the full thing. It has sound.
Take it out the
so
oven.
Will the sound be okay if we have sound? Okay, great.
Wow, isn't that interesting?
Okay, so here we go.
Yeah.
This is the full one.
Objects, and you also don't want to.
I mean, I'm so happy with it.
This is beautiful, beautiful. Oh my
I feel
gosh.
like this could be like a real campaign.
Yes. It's a real campaign. Yes. That's right. Where every bite is a masterpiece. Yes. You got the tagline at the end.
Correct.
Beautiful.
And you know what? I want to share it right away. So I'm going to click that share button, go to Instagram. I wanted this to be a story. Oh, it's disconnected. Hold on.
I was going to mention that you want to connect your social media
before I should
yes, right.
reconnect.
And you can share right from Adobe Express and even schedule. You can also schedule your post.
There you go.
There it is. Oh, Wade says, nice job, Izzy. Heather says, agreed. That's right. It's legit.
Okay, so now it's connected. So you know exactly how to connect it. It was easy as that. So it's just uploading the video right now. Perfect. And I'm going to do publish now.
Wow.
And then it's going to go to my stories. So you can go to @RD_Izzy. And I think we have my phone. And let's see if it's going to work.
Okay, let's take a look.
Let's do it.
That's right. The link
if I
to
go here,
the Instagram is in the chat. Thank you to Wade.
And here you
There
go.
we go.
And let's see. Not yet,
That
but
was
maybe
us.
that was us. Yes. That's the thing. It's like, let's see. Sometimes you need to redo.
Sometimes it needs to think a little bit. But it's probably going to be there in a few seconds. But I
Yes.
just want to show you quickly.
2 more minutes.
2 more minutes. Okay, so we have time. We can wait. I'm just going to go through the rest of my presentation here. Just to show you like the final
Look
mock-up.
at that. Wow.
And this again was generated with Firefly, which is like kind of crazy. You can see here
And
the
there goes
full
the
like
video.
the full video.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
And like in a mock-up too, right? It looks good. Let's see now if it's there.
On the phone, yes. And that's what you want to do with your branding is put it together in context of what the logo and branding is going to be used for so that you can tell whether it works or doesn't.
Yes. It doesn't seem like it's there, probably because I have not connected it earlier before.
Okay, to the internet, yes.
But
so
like
Wi-Fi.
that's probably that's it. It's probably
Trust
just
us.
a Wi-Fi.
It's
It's
gonna work.
working. It's working. But you know what? Yes. Thank you so much for like this. I guess this is the end already.
Come on, let's give Izzy a hand,
Thank
everybody.
you.
Thank you
Thank
for
you to
hanging
you.
out here with us today on Adobe Live all day long today. We had some amazing sessions. Izzy.
DTM.
This is Adobe Live. Thank you, everybody, for
Thank
joining us
you.
in the chat and giving us a shout out. Thank you all for joining us, and make sure you continue to watch the next few days every day at Adobe Live on behance.net/live or on YouTube, Adobe Live, and click the like and subscribe. Thank you. Ariane, see it now. Oh, it's on IG.
It's on IG.
Oh,
It's on
there
IG
now,
now, so
Sandra.
you can
That's
go and
right.
see it.
Thank
Yes,
you.
thank you.
Thank you, Alessandra. Thank you, Wade. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Say goodbye, everybody. Say bye.
Bye.